chest is sore.
Could be a heart attack.
You know, last night I thought I might be having one. I feel a little pain in my chest.
That's probably what it is.
No, it might be from the gym. Heart attack, I think.
People have heart attacks in the gym.
They do, but this is like hours later. It's from doing a lot of chest work in the gym.
Are you going numb in your arm at all?
No.
All right, well, fingers crossed, huh?
Yeah. That's the sign to look for.
Yeah.
They say it can happen on your right side, too.
Is that right?
Yeah. My chest is sore, but it's sore from lifting, I think. It's like the whole thing. Feels like a man's chest.
You're just working out too much. That's your pectorals developing.
Yeah. Getting those pecs in shape for the summer. What do they say? A summer body's made in the winter? I don't know if they say it, but I do. I say it a lot out loud alone at my home.
That's how you motivate yourself.
I do.
Don't forget, Jim. Summer body's made in the winter.
Summer body's made in the winter, babe. I say it to myself in the mirror, I wink.
Isn't that the worst? When you intend on having a nice beach bod for the summer, and you realize it's May. You're like, yeah,
yep.
I wasted my time.
Yeah.
I won't have the opportunity to get that going.
Yeah, I got a couple of months to get
a beach bod?
Get back in tip-top shape.
What do you need a summer bod for if you don't go to the beach?
I don't need a beach body. You said beach body. That's what a summer body.
What's a summer body? Summer body is...
You wearing short-sleeve shirts, maybe a tank top on so on. Beach body means you think you're...
You're going to wear a tank top?
If it's hot. Yeah, what's wrong with the tank top?
Are you going to come to work in a tank top?
No, I'm going. I probably never would have, but now that you've said that, oh yeah.
Is it going to be like striped? Or is it going to be like neon pink?
It won't be a color.
Well, it's got to be some color. Maybe black, the absence of color?
No, it's got a picture of Joe Frazier on it. My Ali Frazier tank top I like a lot.
Oh, if you come to work in a tank top.
Oh, not only if when. Now I'm going to. You brought it on yourselves. The only problem with me in a tank top is that I'm not tan at all.
That's the only problem?
Yeah, I look normal in a tank top.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Nobody looks normal in a tank top, especially you.
You don't like tank tops?
No.
They're comfy and it's hot?
No. Your wispy armpit hair showing?
So what?
Terrible.
Just armpit hair.
Terrible.
It is wispy though, you're right.
Yeah. Plus you have like soft baby skin.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks good in a tank top. More of it to caress.
So you just look weird.
I look weird if I don't.
Like a full grown 13-year-old.
I like that.
In a tank top. Yeah, charming. You have a boyish tank top body.
Yeah, I don't look particularly muscular, but I wore one last year around the house and felt fine.
Yeah, then I'm sure the things you do around the house, you usually are fine to do in public, right?
But you got to be, you got to be in decent shape.
Yeah, dude, that's the tank top for you.
Sex, weights, and protein shakes. Fuck yeah.
That's your life.
It's cool.
That's it. That's the new GTL.
That's good.
That's who wears tank tops.
Remember how popular that was?
Oh my God, the Jersey Shore. It was the biggest thing in the world.
People still talk about it?
No one talks about it. Nobody's interested. Snooki's done okay for herself.
She has. And Paulie, I heard, makes a shitload of money DJing.
He DJs in like Vegas and stuff, right?
And Atlantic City. So he probably makes a good living. He might make 15 grand a night. Who knows? I mean, he probably makes good money.
And the situation really did end up being the breakout star. He didn't.
No.
He didn't. I knew it was...
Masturbate.
That's what he's doing most of the time. Yeah, that's what he's spending the majority of his time doing.
What is he doing? Because he did that Comedy Central roast.
He didn't do well.
It didn't go as planned, and I think that might have made it hard for him to get into other things.
I knew it was over when he was on one of those morning talk shows, and he was advertising that, he was branching out, and he had the GTL laundry bag. So he came out with a line of laundry bags, because Jim Tan Laundry.
Was that when the show was still on?
It was but it was late in the show. So it was when when everybody on that show started figuring out what their next move was.
They were doing that? Okay.
And Snooki was like, I'm going to do this. And she got pregnant and started, going more into a mom thing and changing her brand a little bit. And DJ Pauly D started DJing seriously and doing that. And the situation came out with his laundry bags.
Yeah, what is, do you think some of them are still trying to get on reality show? That's got to be a very tough thing to do. Like, I don't mean like the Snooki. I don't mean the Snookies of the world.
The Snooksters?
No, I wouldn't say that. But like some of the other characters, like what is JWoww doing?
She's hanging out with Snooki.
Yeah, oh, she's in the show there? Do they have a show together?
No. But she just she pops up on her social media, and I think they do business stuff together. That's so tough, though.
What do you do?
Because it's like once you're on a reality show, especially one that's that big, You can't. You should probably most of the time just try to go back into real life and go back into normal work. But when you get hit with that much fame,
No way.
you can't let it go.
No way. How do you go back into normal work? Obama mentioned her name at a roast or at one of the correspondence dinners.
The situation's just working at Target or something.
I wonder what he's doing. He can't be. He's got to have. He tried the reality. How was his reality show?
The Sorrentinos on the TV Guide channel. It was, TV Guide channel programming.
Was it good?
I didn't check it out.
You think he's having the hardest time not being famous?
Yes, because he was the most famous.
He was at one point.
Right. He was supposed to be, but then he had the drug problems.
You think he said, "Do you know who I am?" a lot?
Oh my God, yeah.
Hey, it's a situation.
Yeah, hey, I don't know if you know who I am, but I don't want to have a situation here.
Did he have a drug problem?
He did. He had to go into rehab, and he was doing pills and stuff.
Is he sober now?
He was. I haven't heard from him in a very long time. His recent appearances on television include an appearance on Comedy Central's roast of Donald Trump. That was years ago. That wasn't even sort of recent. A brief cameo on ABC's Suburgatory. I believe that's been off the air for at least 2 years. Fox's dating game show, The Choice, which has also been off the air for multiple years. And another stint on reality TV for Channel 5's 10th series, that's British, of Celebrity Big Brother. As far as more recent news about Sorrentino, most of his public headlines are in regards to his trouble with the IRS for tax evasion.
Got to pay your taxes. You got to do it.
There's so much money coming in everywhere. Oh, a little over here, a little over there, a little over there, and you just put it away.
He's got over 1.5 million followers on Twitter.
And that lets you know how valuable Twitter followers are.
Oh, okay, fair point.
Yeah. That kind of reminds you that maybe social media is not the end-all, be-all. Poor situation.
What's coming in hot? Oh,
20 hours ago. That was yesterday. Yesterday morning, he woke up and he posted a photo of him and the guys from the Jersey Shore walking around. That's definitely a photo from the TV show.
Yes.
That's because it's Pauly D and Vinny and Ronnie. Like, that's definitely.
I'm scrolling through his Twitter. All the photos are just Jersey Shore screen caps.
And Vinny had a.
Oh, no, Sitch.
Vinny,
No.
Is that from the show?
That's younger.
Vinny had a show. Remember Vinny?
Vinny has a new show, too.
Oh, does
He's been
he?
trying stuff. Yeah, he tried some of that
The family reality show. Oh, yeah, that's right. His uncle is all is fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's got a family. He's got a show with his mom on one of the cooking channels now. So
Okay,
he's doing
so
all right.
he's
He's
doing
doing all right. Oh, he just keeps writing. Is that a second coming in hot? Didn't he write that the first time?
Yeah.
Every other day he's writing coming in hot with
and
an Italian
Joel. He likes
flag.
Joel Osteen. I wonder if he's religious.
He's got to have something in his life. If he's not religious, I don't know why he wakes up in the morning. I don't know what is telling him, no, it's going to be good.
You think there's a lot of nothing in his mind?
There is.
He
a lot of
may have
wind
something
blowing
that-
through those ears.
He may have something pop up.
The Sitch?
Yeah, why not?
Look, he could. And you never know what is going to... Oh, he's posting photos of chicken cutlets. Of all this,
Can I read the caption, please?
of
You're
all
flying
the
right by.
stereotypes.
Oh, is that his girl?
You have been excluded from chicken cutlet night.
Made by him, the girl, Lauren. So his girl. I said his girl? Yeah. Oh,
Lauren
yeah.
Pesce.
She's very cute.
Yeah, she is. She
You
makes
would expect him to have a very pretty girlfriend.
looks like she makes a hell of a chicken cutlet too.
Yes. She's very attractive.
Oh my God, yeah, she's super hot. Yeah, you never know what's going to take hold in terms of like the retro appeal. You never know what's going to have that sort of nostalgic thing. A lot of stuff has come back.
Sure. But not that fast. Like, when was this show on? 5 years ago?
About 5 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
And
retro yet.
No, it's not. Right now, it's in the phase of people have forgotten about it.
2009 to 12.
Yeah. Right now, it's in that spot where people have forgotten about it.
It's now been off the air longer than it was on the air.
Nobody talks about it.
No.
Nobody says a word.
I didn't plan on it. What started us in this?
I have no idea. But nobody. Oh, I think. Yeah, we were just talking about tank tops.
Oh, yeah, you said GTL.
That was the last time that they were like super. Two people wear tank tops. Jersey Shore kids.
And people who are warm.
No, hipsters.
Yes.
It's
No.
a hipster thing.
No, yeah, I disagree. If it's uncomfortably warm, a tank top is very comfy.
Adults don't. And bears wear tank tops.
No, it's not true.
Just adults don't walk around in tank tops because it's warm.
Sure they do. It's
Travis,
hot.
you walk around in tank tops?
God, no.
No.
Oh, shocking. You don't show those guns off?
No.
Are you body shaming us?
Yeah.
Yes. I am.
Are you saying that the reason I don't wear tank tops and Travis doesn't wear tank tops is because we're not proud of our bodies the way you are?
Yes.
Well, let's put this to bed right now. D-Bag, you wear tank tops?
When it's very hot in the summer.
You do wear tank tops?
If I'm at a pool or in my backyard.
Oh my God.
You and D-Bag can wear tank tops together.
I'm happy to. I'd be honored to wear tank tops with D-Bag.
See, my joke was
That he's going to say no.
because, well, you know.
Yeah.
Adrian, you ever wear a tank top?
Have I ever?
Do you ever? Like, would you wear a tank top?
I remember.
You would?
No, I don't have any.
Right.
I only have one or two.
You and Dizzle Bizzle walking around in your tank tops.
Oh, I can't wait to wear one.
I believe the gym is that way.
With the arm
Flex in when you do it.
Yeah, you bet I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to knock a little of the midriff off.
Well, you get a tank top that's a little bit baggy.
No, you want to show off the chest and guns.
Yeah, but if you're trying to hide the midriff,
So then you have to get rid of it.
oh, I see. No shortcuts, right?
No shortcuts.
No shortcuts.
No blousy bottomed tank tops. So yeah, I'll be sporting one of those.
Man, sun's out, guns out. You know.
Please, I've thought of that.
You have, right?
Yeah, sure.
Let's get these guns ready for the sun.
Sure.
Good.
Sun's out, you get your gun out.
Good. It's disgusting. I was so happy reading the interview. Did you read the interview Letterman did for Vulture?
I did not. I know he did one.
Yeah, he just did an interview. I think Sunday night. I was in bed. I was just reading it. It's long too, and you know, there's a photo of him, and I think he's smoking a lot of pot.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think he talks about smoking pot, but I think he smokes pot a lot. He just looks like he's one of those old guys that now can relax.
Why doesn't he shave? Do you think he just
He's
doesn't?
smoking weed. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck.
And he's also probably likes not having to every day.
right.
Yeah, I think that's what he said originally. He's
What?
like, I finally don't have to shave. I'm not shaving.
Yeah, and I think he spent a lot of his life, whether he would admit to it or not, like stressing out.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was a highly stressed person and took his show, especially for the first several years, very, very seriously.
And now that he's still such a loved and respected guy. He's still welcomed anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, to me, in my personal opinion, he's the best. And I didn't grow up with Carson, but he's my favorite late night host.
Carson was
ever.
the best.
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
grow up with him, so I wouldn't. But from I think my generation, it's hard to argue that Letterman is not like the icon. You know what I mean?
By the way, there's a guy who's a comedian. He does a podcast. I would love to interview him. He's
Is it Letterman?
That was my big reveal. And he's a guy. I forget his name, but he's obsessed with Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
And he does it's supposed to be a really interesting podcast. He's a young dude. He's like in his 40s. Like he's not old. He's not like in his 60s.
Right. But he's just a podcast about Johnny Carson?
I don't know if it's about the Tonight Show Johnny Carson or just about that's one of the things he talks about.
And you just want to interview him about Johnny Carson?
Yeah, he's a comic. I forget. Mark something, yes. Mark Malkoff, yes.
Mark Malkoff. The Carson podcast is what it's called.
Yeah, I should really listen to that.
There's something, I don't think that, I think that it's over. Like, I don't think that people will grow up now with like the reverence for Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel and people like that. But I think that there's something about like, even Leno would have it too. Letterman, Leno, Johnny Carson,
Conan's
Conan,
kind of in that
like
school.
those are maybe it was just because people really did have to, like, young people had to watch TV for entertainment, and you would watch Conan every night. You would watch Letterman or Leno every night, and it becomes like you really attach yourself to those hosts. I don't think it happens anymore.
No, and I'll tell you this: there's no better way to say it. But they brought the stars to you. That's what they did, though. They let
There is a better way to say it, but yes,
yeah, but they let people hear celebrities talking who never heard celebrities talking.
That's true.
Dick Cavett, Mike Douglas, like you never saw what what an actor sounded like or talked like or what his life was like because there was no social media.
Mm-hmm.
So that Johnny Carson would have on, he would interview people who were not even great interviews. They were tough to talk to. Who's the one who was murdered by her boyfriend? Star 80.
Nicole Brown Simpson.
No, that was a husband, and there was a whole lot of other
They were
problems
separated,
there,
though.
if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see.
Oh, what's her name? Star 80. Dorothy Stratton.
Okay.
And he interviewed a Playboy playmate, and she was not, she was very shy. But when you watch Carson interview somebody, he never rushed. Like he didn't give a fuck that he was in front of 30 million people.
Mm-hmm.
Like now they're like, yeah, no, I know. It's got to be, every moment has to be an explosion of amazing. But back then it was a little different.
Were they looking at a lot less competition too? But were they looking at ratings like they do?
Oh my God, yes.
Were they back then?
Fuck yes.
I don't know. Like by 15-minute intervals and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, they were, or at least by the hour. You won or you didn't win. And there wasn't as much competition, but any one competition could knock you into second or third.
Yeah.
Plus, there was a lot of people. You still had to be good because Dick Cavett kept trying to get talk shows against John and he kept failing. So,
Right.
You know.
Right.
But just the way he would talk to people. So, like, he really didn't know things about them. It was kind of fun to watch. So
it was a legitimate interview.
Yeah, like I forget what I watched him. It was like one of those YouTube things where they suggest a Johnny Carson video, and he's interviewing somebody about something, some actress like Adrienne Barbeau or some other actress that I never heard of again. She was just fucking smoking hot. Like I Googled her because I saw her in a picture of something.
Yeah,
she had great big fat tits. I'm like, all right. And Johnny's interviewing her. So you're from Nebraska, and just talking to her about where she was from. No need to rush to it. It was so interesting to watch, and maybe it wouldn't have been as interesting if everyone was still doing that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't do that now. Like, if somebody did that now, it would not work.
I would still be interested in that much more than I am now. But again, I'm older, so I grew up with different shit.
Well, it also has to be the right venue. Like, you definitely couldn't do it on TV. You're just gonna start clicking around and stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
I think though there is spots like, it's not that dissimilar from what Rogan's doing.
That's right.
Rogan's doing long form interviews,
That's right.
and they're really, really working.
Yeah.
But Rogan's really good at finding fascinating people. Like, Rogan finds really interesting people, whether they're comics or geniuses or whoever it is.
Yeah. Or any he talks to them about. He just doesn't rush.
Yeah, that's probably about as close.
It's like a real conversation
as that style of interview. Yeah, but I don't know if that would ever work on TV, and maybe it's because networks are so. No. We got to do fast pace.
Skittish.
Yeah.
About anything. I forget the girl's name who I'm talking about. It wasn't Adrienne Barbeau. But it was somebody.
Tits McGee.
Tits McGee. Yeah, she might as well have been called Tits McGee. Somebody I'd never heard of. And I'm like, oh my God. Now I can't stand watching late night hosts that have the animals on. He did all that.
Right. It's just, you're just doing it because that's what
something outrageous is going to happen. Like you're going to be, okay, a host has a late night. You're going to be scared of the animal. It's going to flap its wings. You're going to hide behind someone. Mm-hmm. You're going to jump away. But when Carson did it, like I think an animal pissed on him. Like he did, it was real.
Right.
He wasn't copying somebody. Unless Jack Parr did it, then I'll shut up.
Yeah, but even if he was copying Jack Parr, you're now 30, 40 years deep where it's like, we know that this is the late night staple. Yes. You gotta start moving on from it.
I wish I knew who Anthony was talking about. We were talking about some talk show thing, and he said Jack Subpar. Making fun of somebody. We were doing some jokes about somebody having a late night show, and it's one of the funniest things he's ever said. Jack Subpar. If anybody remembers that, please tell me.
But like, I think Letterman. That's why I think he's smoking a lot of pot, because I think he's enjoying not shaving, not dressing for anybody, and relaxing, and not worrying about the show, not worrying about anything.
My friend was at an event recently that Letterman showed up to.
Really?
To present Paul Schaefer with something. It was some Jewish award thing that some rabbi put together, and my friend was like, it was weird to see Letterman. He said he looked like he was having such a good time on stage. He had like 15 minutes.
He even the interview reads as if Letterman is having a good time in his life. Like he's talking about how much he'd be making fun of Trump right now if he had a show. But it's all like jovial, it's all jokes. Like he seems like he's a funny guy in this interview, which historically he hasn't come across as the most nice guy. Yeah,
he's come across as very curmudgeonly. And my interactions with him have been brief. And he was, professional in court, but he was not a particularly warm guy. But again, brief interactions. But he was brilliantly funny.
I also love the idea of somebody like that who makes a mark and does something, being able to just leave. Just go.
I'm amazed he's not doing I wonder if he does do something else in a few years. Like in 3 years. How old is he? Is he 66, 67?
Because he's not that. Yeah, 66, 67 is not old.
No.
You know what I mean? Like there's still theoretically 20 years left.
69.
Oh, he's okay.
This guy's wild over here.
Yeah.
This guy's wild. Yeah, 60. I'll bet he is. I don't know what he's doing. You get it? Yeah, he's 69. So I could. But I love that that's what Carson did. I love when people get older and they do their show and then they go away.
Yeah, Carson, I think, was also older. Was he older when he retired? I don't know.
I think
And they kind of forced him out, and it was just a different world there. There was no social media. So anything would have been a step down for him, a humiliating step down. Like Leno's doing his car show. He's having fun doing that. It's
doing
probably painless.
it's just his hobby.
He just likes doing it. He does his gigs. He probably makes fucking 70 grand, 100 grand a night. You know?
But Leno is also like, he just loves working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He loves keeping busy.
Yeah, Johnny did nothing. He
Nothing.
went into full retirement.
At 66.
Rarely gave interviews, declined to participate in NBC's 75th anniversary celebrations. Wow.
He was
I wonder
just
if he had
over it.
gotten fat by then. No, he wasn't fat. He made occasional cameo appearance in '93 on The Simpsons. He telephoned Letterman on an episode of Letterman. He loved Letterman.
Yes.
And he did a Bob Hope thing. Wow. But he
Did
didn't
he
even...
like keep sending jokes to Letterman?
Yeah, he did. And
Yeah.
he would always fax him jokes. But he did not do that fucking 75th anniversary thing of NBC. Oh, he's probably pissed that they forced him out.
Yeah.
Probably go fuck your mothers.
Yeah. I watched that HBO movie about Letterman and Leno all the time.
I can't even tell if it's them or if it's actors, the way they look.
You can't tell.
No.
I usually don't have that much trouble discerning.
Show me the guy who played Leno. He looked like a guy with an apple taped to his chin.
Yeah, I generally speaking, I'm able to tell the difference. Late shift.
The late shift.
Yeah, but I'll watch that movie over and over again.
You know, Tom Snyder, somebody's raising. Tom Snyder.
By the way, the guy who played Johnny Carson, also not a great Johnny Carson.
I'll tell you why he did that. That was Rich Little. And he was heavier, and they had to make a decision. Do we want the guy who looks like Johnny or who sounds just like, and he sounds a lot like Carson.
Yeah, but it's a movie.
The guy who looked like Letterman wasn't terrible.
No, he wasn't bad. He does
Actually, you know what? That guy, it's not a
not.
great, but it's hard, I guess, to find a guy who looks like Leno, but.
Probably not that tough. It doesn't look like Leno.
Yeah, I guess
it
it
looks like a
doesn't.
cartoon.
Yeah,
Exactly.
let me see these guys again. The picture of them two together. The Letterman guy looked a lot more realistic. Although the fact that he was the same height as Jay is probably bullshit.
Is Letterman taller?
Fuck yeah.
Is he a tall guy?
Yes, he's huge.
How tall is he?
6'6".
He's not 6'6".
How tall is Letterman? 6'5", maybe?
He's not. He's 6'2".
Oh.
Conan is tall. Letterman is.
Oh, Conan. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Is Conan 6? How?
Conan's like 6'6".
Oh, maybe he is. Okay, I'm thinking
You just sounded like a shrimp. What's he, like 6'6"? Like 6'2".
Wait,
What's
hold
he?
on.
He's got to be like 7 feet tall.
Hold on, shrimp's a good word.
He's 6'2", Jim.
Hold on, I got some. So I'm confused with somebody. How tall is Conan?
Conan's
He's 6'4".
Okay, I thought one of them was giant.
These guys are giants.
Stupid.
Just a little Jim Norton over
Little
there.
fella.
These guys are huge. What, is everybody a fucking giant around here?
Travis was right, by the way.
You guys should all be in the NBA.
You were right, Travis.
About what?
When he said, "Thank you, John." Real quick, you get Jack subpar.
Hello.
Yeah, Jack Sub- yeah, hello.
Jack subpar. Anthony said.
Yeah, it was about Scorch.
We were talking about Scorch's talk show.
Oh, poor Scorch.
His talk show, Jack subpar. Thank you, man. And Travis said that in my ear before. I didn't know what you were saying before, Travis, when you
Oh,
said
I'm
Scorch.
He's just listing his favorite shows.
And actors.
Yeah.
He's a big actor now.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
Do you like his acting role?
Oh, poor Scorch.
Can we see Can we see a moment of dialogue on that show?
Oh, no. From Scorch?
No. From the Late Shift.
Oh, yeah.
You watch it a lot?
I watch it a lot.
Why?
I love it. I don't know. I love the whole story. I read the book, and then I wish they'd made a movie of the second book about Conan and Leno fighting.
I know.
The book was great.
Oh yeah, Kathy Bates was great.
Kathy Bates was good.
Yeah. Let me hear Jay.
Tickets.
Oh, am I going this time?
Come, I'll walk you to the car. Okay. That's mine.
You know my future.
I know your future. Follow me.
He's not dressed like Leno. Leno always wears that same outfit every day.
Did he even in the early 90s?
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Getting you in just in time to do the new news.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching the new news in Green Bay.
Don't give me shit. Those local stations are going to get...
It's not a terrible impression.
Yeah, I want to show you something. Look at this.
Oh, please, not another goddamn motorcycle. I don't have time.
Helen, hold on. Hey, a second. Look at this motorcycle.
All right, we don't have to watch that.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
they show Carson just
we should Carson.
they show Carson quitting,
I'll
or
quit.
just announcing that he's not doing the show anymore at the advertisers thing that they do every year. You know, when they bring all the advertisers in and they say, "Here's the new lineup," and they say, "And here's Johnny Carson," and he goes, "This is my last year," and then he just passes the executives and he goes, "I said it, deal with it," and he just moves on.
Oh, I guess they didn't want him to say it.
Yeah, or they weren't necessarily ready. They were in the process of pushing him out, I think. I don't think they were super there, you know. But
I want to hear Rich Little's Carson.
yeah.
Where is he, Adrian? Liz Schiff, Johnny Carson.
It's right there on the stage.
Oh.
You passed it. Yep.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's Rich Little. He just sounds like him, though.
Right here?
No, that's not.
That's on the stage.
That's not. Or Johnny Carson.
Two guys in an office. He gets it. He's laughing. Okay.
There he is. There he is. Right
He
there.
looks like Steve Martin.
Looks like Mike Pence.
He went
And to the
he
end,
went to the
when
end.
he walks away.
Yeah, he went to.
That's good. Why don't you just go to the credits?
But I'm doing the Tonight Show.
What did he just say? This big the last year.
I don't know. But my last show is going to be 1 year from now, May the 22nd, 1992.
Rabble.
I want to thank you. I am very grateful. And I bid you goodbye.
Yeah, man, I watch this movie all the time. I've probably seen it 10 times.
He was a little heavier than Johnny.
Yeah, he didn't look like Johnny at all. He didn't look like Johnny whatsoever. He looks like Mike Pence,
He does.
but not Johnny Carson.
Yeah, don't let him forget. He looks like Pence.
He just shoehorned looks
Yep.
like in there. That's
You bet
terrible.
I did.
That was terrible.
Perfect. Slid right in effortlessly. Like a well-oiled machine.
Oh my God! Speaking
And
of,
Tom Snyder did have Kiss on. That was fun. The guy's pointing that out. That was great.
a lot of talk show hosts have had Kiss on. What do you mean?
I know. Who else did? Mike Douglas?
Leno's had Kiss on.
No, but I mean old school.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mike Douglas had Kiss on. Yeah, that's awesome.
It was. We have Robert Klein coming in soon. I guess next
Did
week.
you know Kiss?
Does he know Kiss? Come on.
Come on.
Google fucking right now. Google Kiss on Mike Douglas. For a second.
As if we should all know Kiss's legendary appearance on the Mike Douglas
You don't
show.
have to play the volume. I just want to fast forward and see when he walks out who he shakes. Is Robert Klein might be on this? I want to know if Robert Klein is the other. This is their first TV appearance ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel like such a.
Yeah, there's Robert Klein.
He was on with Kiss.
That's him.
Wow. I'd feel so stupid if I was Gene Simmons.
Yeah, and I watched this and it doesn't hold up.
Going out in like a Halloween costume with like sticking your tongue out like you're a demon.
Wow.
And there's real actors. Like there's real people there.
Fucking Robert Klein is a bad dude, man. He was on Kiss's first TV appearance in 74. I asked him about that. I had lunch with him once and I asked him about that and he's like, yeah, I guess I was. I don't remember. This meeting meant nothing. This moment meant nothing to Robert Klein.
He's probably just a goofball
He
wearing
didn't care.
platform shoes and Halloween paint.
Yeah, it's not a good. I mean, you know what? They were good live. The song was good. And
I'm sure that
propelled them.
Yeah.
Toady Fields made fun of him, the comedian,
Who's Toady Fields?
the old Jewish comedian next to
okay.
him. So she could tell he was Jewish by the hook, his nose. She was funny. All right, so Robert Klein's coming in, and it'll be fun to talk to him. I don't know what day, though.
Yeah, it'll be good.
He's a new documentary. I can't wait to see it.
Is it about him?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know.
It's really interesting.
Very underrated. I'm happy that list, by the way, that Rolling Stone list.
Did you go back over it?
No, I didn't, but I mean, I'm just remembering yesterday. I can't totally shit on that list because they did have him on it, and he absolutely belongs on it.
You weren't on it.
Yeah, but I probably don't belong on it. There might have been
You
other
could
people who
make top
did.
50. I'm not saying that you belong in the top 10, but top 50 is reasonable.
No, not of all time.
Some of the names on that list, you can be on the list.
I'd be lucky if Rolling Stone did a list top 50 Opie and Anthony comedians. I'd be lucky if I made it on that one. But I was very happy that Robert Klein made that list because he does not get the respect he deserves overall.
If Freddie Prinze is on the list, you're on the list.
Freddie contributed. I don't think he should have been on that list, but
You don't think you contribute?
not like that. No.
Well, maybe you should contribute like Freddie Prinze did.
That's a suicide reference. Oh, you're not wrong.
So did you watch this Ben Carson?
Oh yeah, he made a good point about how he compared black people that said they were, when they came over on luxury cruise ships. Is that what he said? That they were just people who enjoyed cruise ships who got off and stayed and worked hard?
Well, he was talking about all the great immigrants in this country, whether they be European, whether they be from Australian immigrants, whether they be some of the great African immigrants that came over by boat. Oh, Ben.
Yeah, they didn't immigrate.
Well, they didn't. I guess. No,
they were kidnapped.
They didn't immigrate. Yeah, they were kidnapped.
Kidnapping victim is not an immigration issue.
And they were brought over as property.
Yeah.
Like that would be like saying my suitcase immigrated here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how they were treated.
Exactly.
You want to see it so we could get because
You bet I do.
To me, what's even worse than him saying that.
And the Jews, 6 million of them tanned themselves.
Yeah.
No, it's not why they got in the oven, Ben.
Yeah, for the betterment of Germany.
Yeah, that's not what they did.
What?
They weren't trying to get tan.
They volunteered.
Yeah.
This is
Ben does not say smart things publicly.
Ben Carson is socially. There's this phenomenon that happens, and it happens with you see it with doctors, you see it with physicists and scientists and stuff like that.
Hat salesman.
Not hat salesmen, no, but people that are definitely geniuses. Yeah. In the sense that they're great surgeons, in the sense that they know all kinds of stuff about stars.
A great cobbler.
Not a great cobbler. That would not be what I would refer to as a
Well, our
genius.
idea of genius is different. One who can cobble a shoe to make a man's foot feels comfortable. That's a man who wins the day. People would try to make
just venturing off over here. Like, what?
Well, you know how people do that? Like, they'll say, I don't know what a genius is to you, but to me, a cobbler. That's the man who deserves respect. Who's your hero? My mother. Shut up.
Trying to be insightful and be like, just have everybody be like, not only is he an everyman, but he's saying the things that we couldn't figure out the words to say.
Yeah, we didn't see the simplistic beauty. Like, you know who deserves a Nobel Prize? My mother. Why? That cunt didn't cure cancer.
But there is a phenomena of very intelligent people that are socially among the dumbest you'll ever find.
Yeah.
Just stupid.
Socially, yeah.
Yeah, just
who's up there in that example? Like Ben Carson is socially, certainly socially a little problematic.
Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine Albert Einstein, if you took away his
he's probably, who knows, he might have been a fun guy.
Formulas and whatnot. He's probably not the best. Because also,
there you go, Michio Kaku.
Michio Kaku socially is not good.
That's like an assault victim. Yeah.
Michio, how you doing?
What floor? I'm just getting off.
Just walks into an empty elevator shaft. No, this is my floor.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's a good call, Kaku.
Yeah. It's just people who, and maybe they get nervous or something because they're so used to being a genius and so used to being treated as if they're speaking as an authority, that when you venture into topics that they're not an authority on, they just fall apart.
And they're also awkward. They understand the frailty of human existence, and they maybe they understand everything that's wrong with you, and they have no ability to interact with another thing made of cells that's falling apart and biodegrading as we talk.
Right, they can't sit there and make a human to human connection.
There's no lighthearted chatter of a guy who understands that the fucking universe is in trouble.
It's just constantly torturing him.
All he's thinking of is every time he looks at you, he can't even look at tits without thinking, look at all those strings bouncing around under that sweater.
So what's Ben Carson's problem? Is Ben Carson's problem that he's seen too many of the insides of too many people's skulls?
He separates babies.
Yeah.
He is a bona fide genius. I mean, the guy is...
He's very good at being a surgeon.
He's by far the smartest guy who ran for president. And to me, by far, the guy who contributed the most on a human level. They're all smart guys, but he literally saves babies with a fucking scalpel.
But you have to be able to talk to people.
But you don't.
To be the president.
Oh, to be president, yes, you do. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, to be a surgeon, you definitely don't.
Yeah.
That's why doctors have shitty bedside manner most of the time.
Yeah, they do. Kenny would have been a great doctor.
Right.
It's not good.
Yeah, and then getting offended, like, doctor, is this really necessary? Well, then why don't you do it?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Okay.
But yeah, you have to. He's the smartest because he can separate babies. But you have to be able to talk to people. You have to be able to be a diplomat.
Yes, you do.
You know,
I'm diplomatic. Guy who makes shit about himself. I'm just kidding. It's just not relevant.
Like some people in this room.
What was he talking about? Oh, his housing. Isn't he the head of urban development, housing and urban development?
Yes, he is. He's the head of housing and urban development.
All those people living in those lovely barred homes. He's calling prison.
Yeah. Our government housing, they're on Rikers Island.
I hope he does a good job. I hope it's just the way he talks. Like he's not good at expressing himself.
I think that he's not good at dealing. Here's the problem. He's not good at dealing with people. He doesn't understand that person-to-person thing. Because a person who's a doctor, a scientist, somebody who's smart like that, like they deal in facts. There's a question and there's a provable answer. That's all there is.
Right.
There's no sort of middle ground. There's no in the moment. There's no thinking about stuff. There's just right or wrong. This is provably right. This is what we do. A person comes in and they're like, hey, these two babies are stuck together. This is the method in which to separate these two babies.
True. Even though the method becomes a theory too, like I think this will work. If we fuse the brain stems and then separate them because we've pre-clotted them, do you think that's going to... Didn't he do the first of something?
Yeah. He's very accomplished.
Yeah.
But even the first of something
His wife's not a looker.
That's not where I was going. That's not what I was getting at all.
Oh.
He just came out of nowhere.
He's married to Sherrod.
Look, his wife is not aesthetically the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. No, but I was going to talk about more about the medical
I wish
stuff.
Sherrod was here right now so I could put a wig on him and tease him.
Shave him down.
Yeah.
Make him look like Mrs. Carson. He really does. She does look like Sherrod Small.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor woman. Oh. The poor woman.
Yeah.
So
that's the surgeon, though.
She does. You see Ben Carson's wife pop up on I Love the 90s.
So he's not a good.
But even when you have like it's the first time you're doing this surgery or that surgery, it's based on a set of provable things. Like your theory is based on, well, I know this will work and this will work and this will work. So if I combine these things, it can turn into this.
Sure.
It's not the sort of let's talk about the struggle people have. Let's talk about, because emotions start to play a factor. Yeah. And doctors aren't good, and scientists are not generally good with emotions.
Word them up, Doc.
That's right. So this is what Ben Carson said. He was talking about how great America is and how being an immigrant, it's not the worst thing in the world because so many people have worked harder.
That's true.
As immigrants because of the opportunities that are available.
Unskilled laborers in Africa.
Here in America.
That's what America is about. A land of dreams and opportunity. There were other immigrants who came here in the bottom of slave ships, worked even longer, even harder for less.
What?
But they too had a dream.
Oh my God!
That one day their sons.
No, hold on.
Daughters.
Ben, I hate. You never want to lecture a black man on race, but the dreams of slaves was not that their sons and daughters would realize the dream, the great dream that was America. Because that was America. Yeah, their great sons and grandsons were going to also be forced to work in a field.
Yeah. Yeah.
For nothing.
And many of them were getting impregnated because they were raped by masters.
And get whipped if they tried to hightail it to Massachusetts.
Right. You know what slaves dreamed about? Not waking up.
Yes, Ben, he should be the chairman of badexamples.com. It's literally
and he's
the worst example because he's saying it as if they have a dream of America. Can we finish the rest of the quote? We interrupted just to mock him.
That one day their sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters, great-grandsons,
what?
Great-granddaughters might pursue prosperity and happiness in this land.
Does he realize that he fucking said something ridiculous?
No.
At that moment, is he trying to say he didn't say the American dream? So maybe he's saying they realize they're going to pursue prosperity in this land because he realizes, like, oh, but then again, sometimes you just got to correct yourself.
What you think a slave was sitting there and be like, one day my great-great-granddaughter, not only will she not be a slave, but she'll be well, she'll be able to make lots and lots of money as being a singer or with a Nicki Minaj diss track.
Well, they probably did think someday they'll be free. Someday my sons or my daughters will be free and be able to pursue what these people are pursuing here. But he's looking at it like it was the point of the American dream, and they were not looking at it like it was this great opportunity in this land. They were looking at it like this land is shit. Mm-hmm. This land is based in a lie. It's based in people, who are taking slaves and then talking about equality.
Until slavery started ending, I don't think any black people any slaves thought to themselves, one day slavery won't be here and we'll stay here and my children will be able to prosper here.
I disagree. I think they were, because that's why they were running to the north. They knew up north it wasn't legal.
Right.
So they knew that's why they ran.
Illegal. Right. In spots where slavery wasn't happening.
Yeah, people knew that. People knew that. Maybe they didn't see it.
But it was also their only escape, right? Like, they didn't want to be here. They weren't like...
They weren't immigrants who came here to work harder.
Let's head to the States. Yeah, I've heard there's opportunity there. If you just work for free and just become a property of somebody else, then you can prosper.
Yeah, that's a really bad example.
Terrible.
That's a bad example.
I mean, it's so... And he whispers it, too.
But he talks that way.
But he's like it's something like sort of like it's going to be inspiring. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that is going to motivate you guys to work even harder. Think about how hard he's speaking as if.
And by the way, sorry to interrupt you, Sam. He said, this is the problem with people not admitting they said something stupid. He has since said you can be an involuntary immigrant. Is that what we're calling slaves? Like undocumented workers are now illegal aliens?
Right.
You're an involuntary... That's what slaves are. Sorry, you're no longer slaves. You are involuntary immigrants.
Right. And even if he's not whether he's using the word immigrant or not, the idea that the reason slaves were working was because it was like, if I just work a little harder, I can move forward with my dreams. Not, I have to work harder because I'm getting the shit kicked out of me because I have to, because I don't have a choice. You know what I mean? No, the slaves were not working hard to try to do better.
No, they're trying to not get beaten to death.
Yes.
Can't he just admit he said something stupid? Can't he just admit, you know what? I was trying to say this, and I used a terrible example.
Right.
It was a stupid example, and in that moment... Yeah, it was in that moment I thought it made sense, and then looking back, it was stupid.
Yeah. I take back what I said.
Yeah, it was a bad example. Slavery's a horrible example. What is the fucking crime in just saying that? Even though people will crucify you if you do admit making a mistake, but stop trying to fix that.
No, you're right, because nobody's crucifying him for this. Like, dude.
But you know what I'm saying. Like, you're damned if you do.
He's literally on the front page of the paper today for this quote.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like, there's nothing... It's not going to make it worse for him to step forward and be like, you know what? In hindsight, I take back that statement. So the slaves do not fit into what I was saying. Because he's worried it's going to take away from his whole point. But nobody's listening to his whole point anymore.
But the Daily News is such a hunk of shit paper.
Why?
They have to say Trump's Housing Urban HUD Secretary Carson says slaves came to America as... Like, they have to lump Trump in with a guy's stupid statement. Like, I get... The Daily News is putrid.
Yeah, I guess, but like...
He is, that we know he is, but just a guy making a dumb statement.
That's like Trump saying... I don't think Obama... went into Trump Tower and physically wiretapped phones, but Trump saying Obama wiretapped phones is like the Obama administration did it. Like, this guy does represent. This is the guy.
Yeah, but he was also a known guy before this. Meaning,
yeah, but
he's a candidate.
In that speech, he's representing the Trump administration.
They're just doing it to shoehorn Trump's name into it. Trump had nothing to do with that dumb statement. Any administration could have had a guy who made a dumb statement.
But they would have to answer for it.
Maybe, but it's still stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still stupid. If a guy's, maybe he misspeaks on something and, he's not trying to profit from it, he just says something stupid in his speech, and they attacked Obama over something, I'd feel the same way. Like, yeah, it's kind of silly.
And then he's like, let me keep going with this, though. Let's hear him explain involuntary immigrants, because I didn't know this was a thing.
I did not either. That's what fingers are in my hiney.
Involuntary immigrants.
With my 12-year-old son, and he just kind of shy, didn't want to talk, but he had a little bit of an issue with your use of the word immigrants versus slaves. And I think you're going to hear that all day long, probably for the next 30 days. But as my son was explaining to me, he said you can't be an immigrant if you're brought over here against your will in chains. Immigrants
Yes, you can. You can be an involuntary immigrant.
Were brought over here in chains.
As if that's a thing.
And as for us giving up and not having the will to live, I mean, it's been shown, none of us were around during that time, but if you put yourself in that situation and you're being brought to some place you're unfamiliar with and you do not want to be put into bondage, yeah, there were reasons. I don't think they were weak people. I think it was very brave for somebody to decide that they did not want to come over to a foreign country, a foreign land, not knowing what the future lies, but knowing they would be treated the way they were being treated in the hull of that ship and put in bondage. They made that ultimate decision. I don't think it was anything to hang heads or be sad about, but we need to have our people who are in front of us, who are in positions of authority, not try to dumb down our struggle. You know,
well, we should be proud of the fact that our ancestors were able to survive through all of that.
That's right.
And that they were able
This guy,
mentally,
by the way, this guy Armstrong, I get that it's his show.
He's got to wrap up the call.
Shut up, though, and let this guy talk, because that's where the quotes are coming. You know, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Let him answer.
the mental strength to be able to sustain
let Dr. Carson speak. Go ahead, Doctor.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't him. That was someone else. Sorry.
That was a lady's
No, I'm
voice.
just saying
Okay,
we
I
should
thought
be
so. I thought it was, but it's this guy's picture. Not my fault.
To have ancestors that had the mental strength to endure what so many others had not been able to endure. They tried to enslave all kinds of people, but they were not able to survive it. And that requires a tremendous amount of toughness and willpower and strength and hope and faith. And they had that. And don't let somebody turn that into something bad.
Well, don't.
Okay. He's just trying to spin what he said. It's like the person yammering on that phone. Oh, that was just a phone call.
That was a
I was
caller.
wrong.
Yeah, but still, the host can
Wrap
be like,
the call up.
hey,
You're right.
lady, wrap it up.
I thought it sounded like a lady's voice, but again, you know, we all make these mistakes.
Yeah, I guess involuntary immigration is a thing. I didn't know
that.
I've never heard that phrase before. But he said it like, yeah, you can. You could be an involuntary immigrant.
Yeah.
Like as if it's this is a phrase that is commonly used.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are here who are Asians, who are Russians, who are here doing like sexual slavery. That's why even when I went for massage, I would never go to Russian or Asian places for like sexual stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of it's sexual slavery.
It didn't feel like somebody just trying to make some extra money.
Yeah.
It felt like somebody who was under a system of something.
But after hearing Ben Carson's inspiring speech, do you think that maybe I'll let them work hard,
Sure.
jerking me off?
Yes, because that's courageous.
Yeah, they're pursuing the American dream as a
Attaboy.
sexual slave.
Just admit you said something stupid, Ben.
Yeah, to double down on it is fucking crazy.
Yeah, don't double. There's no involuntary immigrants.
No. There's
Immigration's you're doing that because you want to go somewhere.
Right. And then you work hard to achieve this. That's fine. That's a fair point. So realize that you just say, I should have separated this from this. There's the immigrants that came here and that created something out of nothing and that pursued the American dream and blah, blah, blah. And then there's people that were forced to come here against their will in chains and thrown in the bottom of a boat.
Like, I want to immigrate to Funtown.
That's not a place.
It is a place. It's a place emotionally.
Yeah. But you wouldn't be forced to immigrate there. You wouldn't be an involuntary. You'd be a voluntary immigrant to Funtown.
Yeah, there's no such thing. Stupid fuck.
Oh,
Shut up, Ben.
He really is an idiot.
No one wants to admit they fucked up.
I know.
That's the big point of this. Not even what he said. Nobody wants to just go, all right, I said something fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. It was in the spur of the moment. It was obviously off the cuff. I hadn't written it. And you know what? In hindsight, I was wrong.
Yeah.
You'll never hear that.
No. I would say that if I was wrong.
Have you ever been wrong?
Shit, yeah. A minute ago, I said something wrong. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize.
Right.
There's no shame in it.
No.
I've been I didn't, oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I made an error.
Whoopsie.
Look at who's the bigger man.
That
I
way
say it just like that.
Yeah, look who's the bigger man.
Yeah, look who's being the bigger man. I'm in an argument on the subway.
People responded that well?
They drill me in the face. It's just nobody wants to own up to being
wrong.
Silly. Yeah.
Wrong.
I don't know. I don't understand why.
You fucked up, dude. You really fucked up.
Are you going to miss me when I'm gone?
Where are you going?
To L.A. and Portland.
Yeah, I'll miss you on Thursday and Friday, but then I'm going to come to L.A.
To see me.
Well, no, I'm going to come do the show with you.
Sam misses me when I'm gone.
What are you talking about? You're
fucking fruity queer. Can't get enough of this big puppy. I'm grabbing my dick.
It's just 2 mornings, and then I'll see you again. You know?
Yeah.
I usually don't miss you in the afternoon. Like
I
see
wanted
you the
to
next
leave
morning.
Thursday afternoon.
You did?
Yeah, but there was no flights that would have gotten me. I don't trust connections in the winter. You're going to get fucked somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely can't play unless you do it way in advance or something.
I don't know what this show that I'm doing is.
So Jim's going out to
Sorry,
LA.
I just jumped in with that. I just thought of it.
Jim's going out to LA to do a bunch
Portland
of
first
press for the Netflix thing that's coming out. But you're starting in Portland.
It's a radio show that airs on like 200 stations, so they want me to do it.
So that's why we're not going to be with Jim on Thursday or
Friday.
Friday.
And then Sam is rushing out.
Yeah.
Rushing out to see me.
Well, I'm not.
Spend the weekend together.
It's not the first of all.
Friday night.
What?
He's rushing out Friday night to be together with me for the weekend.
I'm
like, what about your son? He's like, he'll be fine without me.
I'm literally waiting until the last possible flight on Sunday.
Yeah, Sam goes right from the airport to our live show Monday morning.
That's true. I'm flying out at 10:55 at night on Sunday night.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do, so Jim will be doing that Portland thing. We'll try to figure out what it is so I can tell people how to listen to it.
And when I go to LA that Friday morning, I go right from the airport.
Yeah.
3 fucking straight podcasts.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking prostituting myself.
Just doing everything.
I know, it's fun.
You think it's going to be the same Jim Norton interview everywhere?
It's hard to, no, I mean, whatever they ask. I mean, it's hard to, I'm doing Tom Arnold's show.
I heard that, but I didn't know he had a podcast.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah.
He's a funny fucking...
That'll be a fun one to do.
Dude, he's awesome. He's just such an honest guy that he doesn't give a fuck.
No.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing Tom.
So we'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And as of now, we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week live from LA.
5 to 8 a.m.
Yeah, because we don't have... The last time we were out in LA, we still had the 11 a.m. replay. And so we just did the show at 8 a.m. in LA, and we were live in the replay slot. Now we don't have the replay slot anymore.
We may do a pre-tape the night before to get comedians on. We could do that.
Roland's got people who are coming in early in the morning.
I know.
And I think it could be very funny.
It might be.
To see, we're just going to be disasters. I mean, I'm flying in, I told you, Sunday night at 10:55 or so. And so I get into LA and like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I'm going to go from the airport, check into the hotel, put my shit down, and then pick you up and drive to the studio.
Yeah, and I have to get up. I'm going to get up at 4 in the morning. I mean, it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's like doing this is what it's like to be a real radio person. This is what these poor schmucks do every day.
Yeah, I mean, I spent 10 years doing it every day.
4 in the morning, getting up that early.
I get up at 3:30.
Oh my God,
that's when I was. Yeah, when we were here and we were around 6 a.m. Yeah, I'd be up at 3:30 every morning.
Yeah, but I got to go do stuff all day. Like I got to do regular radio after that. And
yeah,
I'm going till 5 at night every day. So I'm we try to do 1 or 2 pre-tapes the night before just to get people.
But you're gonna be so exhausted anyway. At the end of the day, you're not gonna want to pre-tape at night.
Yeah, but I would rather it'd be more fun to have different guys and it's a little easier to keep your energy going from 10 to 1 a.m.
Yeah,
and then get up at 7 a.m.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever. I'm going to be fucking pooped.
You're going to be destroyed.
I'm going to be pooped.
Destroyed. You're going to try to fit it all in, though.
Yeah. I wish we were just staying the whole week. Why the fuck we come back Wednesday night like a couple of dopes?
I don't know.
Who comes back on a Wednesday night?
I'm coming back Wednesday in the morning.
I know. Oh, yeah, you have your son, too.
Yeah. Although I don't think I get back until Wednesday night. But yeah, Wednesday, and then we'll be... Are you going to be on the show on next...
I believe so.
Thursday?
I know people don't care. We talk about a schedule. Sorry, guys. Just chatting. I'm flying back on a red eye.
Well, people care because now they got next week's shows to look forward to. The weird, tired...
it's going to be really weird.
Way early in the morning for us shows.
I saw Voss last night. I was so happy to see dumb Voss.
Where'd you see him?
Him and Bobby Kelly did some show. Some like creepy parent show.
Oh, yeah. I've heard Bob's doing that.
Creeps with kids, which is very funny.
I think so, yeah. It'd be tougher to
He
find...
asked me to be on it. Go up there and do some jokes. Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy.
Well, how would that work? Do you think Uncle Paul could do 5 minutes at the Creeps with Kids show?
He'd have to be totally in character.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Please welcome Mr. Paul Hargis.
Creeps with Kids?
Don't you hate?
Kids.
Don't you hate when you're driving your van and the dam runs out of gas? And they're like, where are we going? Like, I gotta go get gas. I would bond so horribly.
It would just become this weird confession that you're making.
Well, even as Uncle Paul, I probably wouldn't do. Maybe I would. I don't know. Nothing but pedo jokes. I would probably keep it on a weird line.
Yeah.
Like, who's this guy?
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't have kids, but I'm a professional babysitter.
But it was a good show? Creeps with Kids?
I didn't see it. I just saw them.
Oh, I see. Where was it?
At the Village Underground.
How was Voss?
He was good. It was good to talk to him.
Yeah? It's been a while. He hasn't done the show in a while.
Yeah, he's doing the afternoon show. I think he's making money, and, he could come in.
Oh, okay.
But,
Is Matt Serra coming in today?
Yes, Matt's on his way. He texted me. Oh, is he checked in? Or did he just check in?
He just checked in.
Okay.
Hey.
And we have...
Gillian Jacobs is coming in today?
And we have an odd interview at the end of the show. I don't know how it'll go.
How do you pronounce his name?
Francis Ngannou.
Ngannou.
He's probably my favorite person right now. Do you know who he is, Adrian?
Yeah. I was watching his highlights before.
He's a heavyweight fighter. I don't know how well he speaks English.
I mean, he's got a really interesting story. I was reading about him.
I've loved this guy for a year, though. He's ranked number 6, but he hits like a fucking freight train.
He's a murderer.
He's a murderer. And I love Francis Ngannou. He's one of my favorite people alive.
Really?
I hope he's a nice guy.
Just because he hits so hard?
Yeah, no, I think he's going to be a champion. So but they said, do you want to interview him? I'm like, all right, we'll see. Me and Matt are talking to him later.
Jeez. Do you have to do an hour with him later?
No, I'll do 20 minutes.
Oh,
but on the UFC podcast, it's a little different. So we'll have him at like 10:30. It should be fun. I'm glad to meet him.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Hope he punches you.
Why would he punch me?
I don't know.
He's not going to. I'm charming.
You are.
I'm affable.
Did you hear Ben Affleck had a comic book collection that got stolen?
Affable?
Yes. I was talking about him. Yeah.
Had a comic book collection. Who stole it?
I don't know if it's true or not. Somebody told me his collection got stolen. And I'm like, I don't know if it did or not, but he had a big comic book. So I was talking to somebody about comic books last night.
So some guy just told you Ben Affleck's comic book collection got stolen?
It wasn't a guy, it was a lady.
Some chick was just like, hey, you're a Ben Affleck's comic book collection? It's gone.
We were talking about superheroes and comic books, and I forget how, and I said I used to have them when I was a kid. And I don't collect anything other than shameful moments as an adult.
What are you talking about? You have a fucking apartment full of autographs and photos.
Yeah, but I don't even get autographs anymore. Like, occasionally if somebody comes in that I really like, but I'll get a picture signed maybe, but even that I really don't do anymore. It's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I'm going to hang some of the ones I love I would do. Like I had the ones I have I really love.
But you still take photos?
Yeah, I like taking a photo, but I really don't do it in public as much anymore.
Wow.
If it happens, if it's there, if we're doing a show together maybe, or if I'm on something, but...
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, it's true. It doesn't matter.
Nah. Doesn't matter.
Did you cheat a little bit?
I did. Okay. But I wouldn't mind collecting comic books again, but I'm afraid I'm too compulsive.
So you don't need to collect comic books.
You don't think so?
No. No. Why would you waste your time?
Because it'd be fun. X-Men 94. I love that fucking Logan movie so much, dude.
You'd be spending...
Did you see it, Travis?
No.
Logan!
I will see it, but...
You'd be spending all this money on rare comic books for no reason.
But no, the reason I don't think I would is because she said they retouch them. Sometimes they're retouched. And you got to go to somebody who knows if they're retouched or not.
Well, you got to get them graded, right? You can't touch them if they're retouch them if they're officially graded.
I don't know if you can or not. I don't know if they can be graded after they're retouched.
No, because once they get graded, they're in a sealed case. You can't open. You know what I mean?
Maybe they get graded. Maybe they get retouched before they're graded.
Well, then the person grading it, that's their job. They're the experts. They'd be like, "This has been retouched."
Can they tell if they're grading it if it's been retouched?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's their whole business.
How do they tell if it's been retouched?
I don't know.
They look at it with a what are those little diamond magnifying glass deals?
Oh, the thing they use.
A lute? Is it a lute?
Nope.
Probably not.
That's what Martin plays.
That's what I was thinking of.
What's it called?
Jeweler's loop.
A loop. Yeah.
A loop, not a lute.
Oh. Loop.
A lute is what Sting played.
That's it. Yep. They don't use a lute. They use a jeweler's loop, and they look at all the reds and the blues and all the different color inks, and they say that looks like retouch, because they just take a little Crayola marker and they just scratch in red.
Is that how they do it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What are you Googling?
Or they go like...
playing the lute.
Oh.
They go like, oh, this page was taped back in. Or they'll go like, because people would just staple the page back on.
That's silly. I would use glue.
Right. See, glue is undetectable.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So
can we see how they do? How do they know about a fraudulent comic book? I don't look at Sting.
Yeah, I don't know why you're looking.
I don't know why we're looking at
Sting
him.
came up. Yeah, they use rubber cement. to sometimes
even
put the pages
smarter.
back in, and that is undetectable.
Yeah, you never see rubber cement.
No. It's totally.
Or tape if cut properly.
That's true. Well, what they do is they use the magic tape like for GIFs, the very, very clear tape, so you can't see it unless you look extra close.
Sometimes I'm like, how is this gift sealed?
Exactly. You have no clue.
No.
And then you don't see it
How is
until
this gift sealed?
once you look extra close, you see it. And so a lot of times the Raiders, they don't look extra close and everything got taped back together.
Yeah, they're just so excited to buy
Right, exactly.
that,
Exactly.
But people, I'm sure, spend a lot of money. They said on eBay there's a big scam.
What I used to, what a lot of people do, they'll Xerox comic books, and then they'll just get them rated, and the rater will be like, "It looks legit to me."
You color
Full
'em in?
color. Yeah, no, you do black and white Xerox, and you say it's a variant. Oh, yeah. And then just take your fucking staple gun, staple it together, and then be like, "I have the exclusive black and white variant."
It's like that was big with like Image and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
There's got to be ways to tell, though.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Or what you do is you go like this.
It's a $1 billion business.
You Xerox it in black and white, and you go, "I have the version before they colored it." And
Or
you
you
go,
just color it in.
cool.
You just have the trace version.
Or you hire someone who can color it in.
Well, no, because you want people to think it's a variant.
Oh.
Yeah. So you Xerox it in black and white.
Generally, a fake print will have small details that differ from the original. For instance, the pricing information might look slightly altered.
Dude, every business has this. I subscribe to an Instagram feed that tells you exactly, like, I know exactly what to look for.
Fake wrestling video?
Fake sneakers.
Do you?
Yeah. Like, I mean, the sneakers that I buy, I just buy Jordan 1s.
Oh,
really.
shit.
Yes. And
Did
I
you
know.
actually get a pair of Jordans? Are they comfortable?
I mean, I like them, but
Or are they comfortable?
I choose fashion over function.
Do you?
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they're
it's not obvious.
I mean, I find them to be comfortable, but I don't like. I think all sneakers are comfortable. Like,
But you
it's
also
just-
play a lot of basketball.
Right, they're mainly for my game. Like I dunked the ball the other day, and Spike Lee just popped up and goes, "It's got to be the shoes." But like, yeah,
all right,
there's
all
like,
right, Mr. Spike Lee fan. What was his name in that commercial?
Mookie.
No.
It was.
No, don't help him.
I'm
You know
blanking on it. I know what it was, but I'm blanking. It'll be one. You'll tell me what it is, or somebody will, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Well, that's what everyone's like when they get the answer.
No, not if they didn't know the answer. They'll
I
either
always
be-
say that when I don't know the answer. Oh, right.
just
I've never
make it.
heard. Of course.
So that way, it's like I wasn't stupid. I
Yeah,
just blanked on it.
no, wait, what was he? And then they'll give me something there's no way I could have known.
You try to finish their sentence for them.
Yeah, but what I know what the word could be.
Right.
Like, what is string theory? Well, it's when we have all of the the weight of the universe, right? No, not the universe. Right. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Not the universe. Yeah.
And I wasn't.
Yeah, of course.
Strings, vibrations.
But yeah, there's like little like sometimes in the shoebox, there's like the way the numbers are written, or in all of them for some reason because they're mass produced. Like the way Air Jordan is written across the thing on the side, like the spacing of the letters is different on fake ones than real
Why
ones.
wouldn't they just make them proper if they faking it?
Because I don't know, the counterfeit. The same reason why like Louis Vuitton bags that you buy for $30 on the street.
Louis Vuitton.
Like. There's like, this is what a fake Louis looks like. This is what a real Louis looks like.
Okay.
There's always these tiny little differences.
Yeah, the LV is never like in the stitching.
I don't know, queer bait.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I remember when
How about when you prance around with them, with your heels at home?
Yeah, I don't know.
And your fucking hairy legs with stockings on.
Hey, purse boy, why don't you tell us some more? Ladies' bag
I
man.
just know that
Exactly.
one thing.
A small dildo
I
and a
love
thing.
Louis Vuitton.
Small dildo and a pack of Veluments prancing around your house like a Peter Pumper. I was talking to someone last night, by the way, about the same thing, and she said that there are purses that cost $40,000. They're made by like Hermes, Hermes, or whatever the fuck. Holy,
No, you had it right the
fuck.
first time.
But what are they called? Burke something purses?
Birkin bags.
Oh my God,
That's ridiculous.
Birkin! I never heard of a Birkin bag.
Jay-Z's rapped about it, so I'm all up
I
on
wouldn't.
it.
I'm sure Beyonce has a big Birkin. I'm sure she has a Birkin bag full of dollars. Got it. Enough with fucking rappers. Who gives a fuck how much money you have?
He did say in one of his
Of course he did. Birkin bag full of dollars. I'm sure.
in one of his rap songs, he says he bought Beyonce and Hermes.
Of course he
Birkin
did.
bag.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Birkin bags for the lady. How many dollars you got? I'd love to hear a song about it.
Lots.
Oh, I know. You're going to the club and the party and you're in the car with the girls. I fucking heard you. Every rap song.
Yeah.
Stop. It's annoying.
What about if it's Meek Mill's sister?
She's fucking awesome. All she was doing was trashing people. She trashed Drake. She didn't brag about her shit. She just sat there in a
she doesn't
hotel.
have anything.
Exactly. Good for her. She's fucking good, man. Tired of it. The same thing. You're in a club. You get the champagne and bottles.
Yeah.
That's all you do is dance.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking stop.
Yeah.
Rap about other shit.
We're celebrating life.
I know. He's a bad rapper. You're a good rapper. Got it.
We did an hour on that a week
I know.
ago.
Not this subject we didn't.
Oh.
We talked about diss tracks, but I'm just tired of every fucking rap being the same. All right, Sweet Boy is here.
You would have to research, though, how to find real comics versus fake comics. You'd have to go all in, I guess.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it.
Right. You won't commit to it?
No. Let's break because Matt's here and I want to eat and I want to jerk each other off.
Well, I'll do 2 of those things.
All right. I guess you're not hungry.
We'll be back.
Let's bring our guest, Matt Serra, in.
Yeah.
And put my old mic on.
I don't know if that other UFC guy's coming in.
Why?
Roland said he's not coming in.
Did he?
Yep.
No. Are you lying?
No. Roland just came in and said that guy's not coming in. Matt Serra, what's going on?
Homie, are we on air?
Yeah.
Are you lying or no?
Exciting.
No, I'm not
He's
lying.
kidding.
No, where am I going?
Right over there.
Over there?
Yeah.
Text me.
Here's a microphone, Roland, if you want.
Oh, nice.
Matt Serra entering the studio. We're trying to get our shit together, Matt. You understand.
Oh, dude.
You got to turn his mic on, Jim.
Oh, he went to the wrong one. You gonna go there?
No, that's the right one.
Hold on, which one?
5.
Oh, sorry.
Is the right one?
There you go, buddy.
I just want to know. What's up, guys?
Yeah, no, Francis was only available at earlier, not later time. The guy just told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we on air?
We are.
You
All right.
guys,
Why, you don't think Roland's got a broadcast-ready voice?
No, I don't.
Let me put my headphones on so I feel professional.
All right. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good, buddy.
Let me ask you now, because we were talking about this before, and I was
talking
mocked
about?
relentlessly.
Oh, I want to hear this.
I admitted that I would, when the summer came, I was going to... What?
Can I ask a question?
That's the wrong guy to ask.
Can I ask a question just to start off? I don't want to interrupt, though.
You can do whatever you want.
Guest.
Of course.
Do you guys take turns? Who's in the big seat? What the? Last time are you on timeout? What's going on?
Jim
no,
wanted-
last time I was here because you were in that seat.
Right. Jim wanted to sit with the buttons.
I got sick of the view.
Oh.
And I got sick and tired. I've been doing that same view for so many years and just wanted something different. And Sam kind of was like the same thing. Like he's been looking the same way. It's just different because the buttons are easy.
Yeah.
There's nothing to this.
What's that movie? Like the Wizard of Oz, the guy behind the curtain. I don't know. Like it looks.
He's the great and powerful Jim Norton.
That's right.
It's just you guys. Is this going to be a normal thing? Or is this just for
a while? Yeah. I mean, we go back and forth. If Sam wants to do it, he can do it. I just asked him. I was enjoying it, and then Sam said to me, "Do you want to just do it for a while?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Is it any extra responsibility?
None. No, but it's kind of like I don't have the whole hang of it. Like you just got to remember to turn everything on and off. That literally is all it is.
Oh.
And I have made a few mistakes.
Yeah.
Matt, I work hard. I do the best I can.
He makes mistakes every single day.
I make mistakes every single day.
But here's the thing about me, Matt.
Talk to me.
I'm too busy not giving a fuck to be worried about who's sitting in that chair. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't bother you.
No.
And by the way, I must be a moron because I've been here before, and I just jump in an elevator, and then there was me and two nice girls. They were talking, and next thing I know, I'm taking a ride, and there's no fucking buttons in the elevator, and I'm like,
you just jumped on.
You just jumped on. I just jumped on. I'm like, oh, well, usually you jump on and you jump on and you press the button when you get in. That's a normal. That's not out of the ordinary. That's normal. No?
Right. So you just got to go for a fun elevator
So,
ride.
I mean, these girls are talking about something. I'm like, I didn't want to interrupt, but I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm a visitor. There's no buttons. There's no buttons in here. I know that sounds like maybe moronic. She goes, oh no, I'll show you. And then I don't know. I
got to do it at the bottom.
Oh no, now I know. I mean,
You're sitting there in the elevator.
That ship has sailed once I got in that elevator.
Maybe it's voice control. 36. Floor 36, please.
I just was confused. There was no buttons. But Jimmy, you were going to ask me something.
Oh, we were talking before you came in about tank tops, and I admitted that I had one, and I was going to wear it in the summer. You don't want to lose a little of the midriff. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But you'd wear a tank top, right?
I do. You know what I've been doing lately since so when I get a little chubby, unless it really fits me good, the tank top, like really like tight up top and a little loose on the middle, is I wear like the sleeveless shirts now, or even like a sleeveless hoodie. Like it's like a light hoodie.
Oh yeah,
very light, and has a hood for whatever reason. I have no idea, but
rain.
It looks. Like, yeah, I guess rain keeps your head dry and your arms get soaked, but it's sleeveless.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's all I was wearing for a little bit in the
I think
summertime.
I remember that.
So comfortable.
It is, right?
Oh, and a Reebok.
It's also it's like if there was a workout guy who was a male stripper, he would wear a sleeveless hoodie.
Really?
I think he looks like that. Yeah, look at the dude.
Who am I looking at?
Yeah, that guy right there.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't look like, well,
I don't look like that. I don't look like either one of those guys.
Oh.
But
they're in good shape.
I'm still powerful, and I like the way it fits me because it's not like I'm tall, dark, and handsome or anything. I'm stocky, but I have I have one torn bicep, so this thing doesn't even look good. Look at that thing. Look at that thing.
I mean, it still looks good to me, dude.
Well, I mean, your neck could fit in there nice, but this, I used to have 2 of those, man. If I had 2 of those,
God damn.
and I was without any push-ups this morning. Now my fucking little baby biceps cramping because I'm trying to show off. but the point is that it highlights my left arm.
Right.
You like that?
So I take pictures. Anytime you see me taking a picture, like I give a promotion, I'm always like pointing and I flex with my arm.
So you really do have a good side.
Oh no, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a better side. I'm not gonna say it's good. It's a better side.
But the right arm is just as strong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a weightlifting guy. Like I'll do some dumbbells and stuff. But I'm not I don't care about my biceps. You know what I mean? Like I could have got this thing fixed.
Yeah.
I tore it before a fight. I probably talked about that before. But it would just be for cosmetic reasons. Like it doesn't bother me ever training, and I fought with it 2 weeks after it got torn. And
it was fine.
And it was the one time I got a submission in the UFC, so it's good luck. So yeah, it's a good reminder.
But you wear a tank top.
That's the Kelly Delonte fight. You got to watch that.
I will.
On UFC Fight Pass. Everybody listening, watch that. It's one of my favorites because I just get that guy down and I beat the shit out of him, and it's like a nice. It's like one of those where it's just it's the first rounder, and I'm so glad it was the first round. It was my first time ever cutting to 155. And I had to, I didn't know how to cut weight, so I did it horribly. And that night, the same night after I fought that guy, I got just ill, like the chills. And I think it was due to just losing the weight the wrong way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it wasn't a problem, though, because I got him out the first round.
And we talked about this on the UFC podcast yesterday, but there was a fight between 2 heavyweights on the card. Alistair Overeem knocked out Mark Hunt with his knee. And Mark Hunt's a fucking a tank. And Overeem had food poisoning. He said he was vomiting and shitting all day. He was in the hospital. He left the hospital. He came out. He knocked out Mark Hunt and then went back to the fucking hospital.
What's wild about What's wild about it is that it wasn't him that said it. I like this because a lot of guys have excuse. He won, so he doesn't need an excuse. But it's that much more impressive that he did it when he was violently ill within 24 hours, and he wasn't saying a thing. And I really respect him for that because, a lot of guys do. The second the fight, I would have done better, but I had this or that. Didn't say a word. Actually, Dana spoke up at the post-fight press conference and just said everything. Look, man, you guys don't know, but. He was puking, and he had to go to the hospital, went back, just like Jimmy said, back and forth, and he chose the fight. Thank God he chose the fight. What a shit pay-per-view if 2 of the main fights fell
canceled
off.
the day before and day of, yeah.
Is Mark Hunt cool with the Brock Lesnar thing now?
No, I don't think Mark is happy with that. So I don't know.
Have you been watching the fights between your fucking Royal Rumbles? Whatever you've been watching? Have you been watching the fights? I know you love the
WWE. Yeah,
you love it. Have you been watching any of the UFC? Or?
Yeah, I didn't watch the pay-per-view that was this week, the previous one, but the one before I watched.
You're what you call a casual fan.
Casual, very casual.
You imagine getting hit in the stomach by Mark Hunt after you've been pissing and shitting and vomiting all night?
Man, that would be like remember Derek Lewis when he got kicked by Travis.
Oh, and he felt like he was going to shit his pants?
What did he say? He's like, I had to do a duty.
Yeah.
That guy's hysterical, man. I can't wait till he fights again just to hear what he says.
Yeah, he really, do you remember after the poster, he was like, where's Ronda's fine ass? Calling out Ronda.
No, and then he's not even letting it go. He's like posting pictures of his face on a different body.
I saw that, yeah.
Dude, talk about kicking a guy when he's down.
Yeah, that's
you shut the guy's lights off, and then you start saying you're going to take his girlfriend. I mean, that is a little rough. That's hard. I mean, what do you do with that?
Did they find out what Alistair Overeem had eaten? They gave him food poisoning?
I'm wondering. Here's my guess, because the one time I got it terribly, I was in Vegas. I'm going to guess it was seafood.
Do you think you guys have similar diets, you and Alistair Overeem?
If he likes cum. I think it was, I really do think it was, I'm going to guess seafood, but you never know. I don't know what guys eat when they're trying to put weight back on real quick.
Where's Chris, the producer? Where's my fucking coffee? Dude, I can't come here and make demands.
From Matt Serra.
What kind of show you running here, Jim and Sam?
Yeah, where's the coffee?
What kind of coffee
Chris,
do
the
you
producer,
want?
would have offered a guest.
That's right.
Well, we're dealing with D-bag, you know?
Dude, I come in here like a fucking asshole. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm a guest. You're not going to invite me back.
Of course we will. Not only are we going to invite you back, we're going to scold someone for not having your coffee. He's the same one that messed up Colin Quinn's order.
And remember, he was fucking around with Taz when Taz was in here.
That's right. Where is he? Is he coming in?
He's right here.
Well, how about he takes an order for coffee?
You don't want to.
Because there's coffee here. He doesn't have to leave.
No.
What kind of coffee do you want?
He's getting his headphones ready.
No, I was thinking a small black coffee with 3 artificial sweeteners. That Splenda, the healthier one, Trivia, if you got it.
Okay. Trivia, no, the
Trivia. Trivia. Keep me in suspense with whatever thing you get me. You know what I feel bad about, and it's not my fault. What's your name again, bro?
Adrian.
Adrian, see? And I knew it. So I asked the big guy who brought me in, I go, all right, is any, just so I know everybody's name again. So he goes, nope, just Jim and Sam. I'm like, all right. I go, are you sure? I go, no, Jim and Sam. All right, Jim and Sam. And I fucking opens up the doors, Adrian. I go, hey, bro.
Roland.
Thanks, Roland.
Nope, just Jim and Sam.
Yeah, it's like he knows our names.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm like, I could have swore. Then Adrian opens the door, and because, how do I forget Adrian out of all the fucking names?
That's so funny, though, that he was like, nope, just Jim and Sam. You're like, I'm pretty sure because I think, nope.
And at that point, he shut the curtains. So I'm like, well, I want to peek in and I don't want to be a weird, so whatever.
Yeah, we just do that because we film the interviews. So when it's about time for an interview, we close it just so there's not all this background nonsense.
No,
yeah.
I wasn't offended. I just was like, well, I could have swore I saw another guy in there.
You were unequipped.
Yeah, that's right.
Ill-equipped for this interview.
And then I get off the elevator. So I finally got up here, and then I was holding. I had to use the bathroom, and I was holding it because I walked here.
Number 1 or number 2?
I don't want to be offensive, but it was a deuce. I was a number 2. So, but Jimmy knows my routine, though.
Yeah, Matt's a good guy.
Even if I don't have to go, I have to just make sure I just feel clean. I stretch out.
When I walk into the podcast, Matt will always go, you got to use the bathroom? He'll always let me go first because he knows he's going to go in there and fucking and hydrogen bomb the place.
I smash and dash. I get out of there and I blame it on somebody else. But so there was a nice lady in there going, I'm like, what? It's closed. She goes, it's upstairs. So then I just had to go up the stairs. I felt like I got my cardio in, running around.
You were really giving the runaround this morning.
Yeah, but I'm happy to be here, though. Don't get me wrong.
We're happy to have you. We just made you go through the trials and tribulations of being here.
The elevator was a problem. Fucking the toilets are closed.
Roland's telling me there's nobody else in here. Adrian pops out. I don't know.
Yeah, he's lying.
Did he tell you who's in the next room?
The tech box?
Who? The guy right here? Hey, buddy. Yeah. What the fuck's his name again? He's going to mute my thing right now. I'm sorry, dude. What's your name? Tell me through the glass.
Am I telling them my name or you?
I'll let y'all.
I feel like a fucking asshole.
His name is he's known as the Travis Dog.
Yeah. The what now?
The Travis Dog.
The Travis
Dog? You a rapper?
Yeah.
And everybody barks.
He's the Travis Dog.
No, they just come up with stupid names.
Travis Dog?
Yeah.
What up, dog?
But you can't abbreviate Travis Dog.
You can't be Trav Dog. It's the Travis Dog.
Travis Dog.
Yeah.
Travis Dog.
Oh, look at him. He looks like a whipping boy. You guys are bullies.
No, he's the star of the show.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
He's better liked than either Jim or me.
Which is not saying a lot.
I guess that's true.
That's nice. When does he get to sit in that seat?
Soon.
Yeah.
Keep him behind the glass.
He's gonna take both of our spots.
Yeah. We like to have Travis, Mike, but he just stays in there quietly. He knows.
You know
what
me and Jimmy were talking about yesterday, Sam? I don't know if you're into it, but we saw Logan. Did you see Logan?
I haven't seen
Are you
Logan.
into that type of thing?
I mean, I was at a point, but
I would like to see. Imagine he goes, "Yeah, grow up. I'm watching my wrestling, you big pussy."
I got one guy tweeting me because yesterday I was talking about how I'm over superhero movies. They just don't do anything for me.
Okay, when did you get over them? You gonna be like at 8? No, seriously, because they just came out recently. These kick-ass movies.
Like when they started doing 100 of them a year. Yeah. That's when I was like, I feel like I've seen all of them.
Okay,
nothing. They're not doing anything new for me.
This is different.
Is it different?
It's different.
That's
Did I say it weird? Oh, I get it. I listen. Jimmy, you're not into stupid movies. I mean, that was a good movie.
Awesome movie.
Violent as hell.
Oh my God.
You gotta almost forget. It's almost like a Western. It's almost like an old school. Like you gotta forget. It's a. Just don't think a comic book movie. Go in there thinking I'm gonna go watch.
It doesn't feel like a comic book movie.
There was no costumes except for Stephen Merchant was dressed like kind of like the Invisible Man covering up from the sun. Yeah. But Wolverine was just dressed regular,
except
and the old
claws.
guy. Yeah, but there was no costumes. It was good, man. It was really good. I can't believe how much I loved it.
It was a good movie.
Does he sing in it like Les Mis?
Yes, he does.
I like Les Mis.
Like who?
Les Mis.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, Les Mis. It's one of the greatest musicals of all time.
Oh, No, and the best is right now. Nobody's. I hope people can see this. I hope this is gonna be on air. You're both looking at me like I'm out of my fucking mind.
I don't like it.
Les Mis. Jimmy, your friend doesn't know what Les Mis is. Oh, what a lame ass. Do I know what the fuck Les Mis is? What am I? Oh, it's a musical, numbnuts. Excuse me, guys. Make me feel like a loser.
I've seen it. It's a famous musical, but I can't get through it. I don't like it.
When did it come out?
Oh, it's like old.
Well, listen, I heard of
It's a classic.
I heard of Cats. I don't know.
Now and forever?
Is that thing done by now?
Mm-hmm. Cats, it's back.
Who the fuck?
Is it?
Thanks for the fucking warning. I hate all Broadway shit. I mean, I took my kids to The Lion King, which was nice for my kids.
Did they like it?
Yeah, well, it's exciting because you see the people dressed up in their costumes and they're going down the thing. And
see, this is that's the Hugh Jackman I like. Jean Valjean, that's a hero.
Oh, see, I know what you're talking about. How do you pronounce that again?
Les Mis.
I know what that is, but that doesn't look like how you pronounce it. If I tried to pronounce that, it would be I don't know, Les Miserables or whatever. I don't know. But now I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yes,
and
he sings in
this. I will never watch this.
Oh, he sings the whole movie. He doesn't speak one word. It's all
fucking
song.
horrible.
Is this Logan?
To touch my soul.
I'll tell you, he had a similar look.
Yeah.
Treated me like any other.
This is when he moved in with a priest.
And I'll say
and he tried to steal all the priests.
You can pause this awfulness.
Thank you.
I'll say the good part about that is that they do make them sing live in this. Like, it's not pre-recorded lip syncing. But I hate musicals where they all fucking sing their. I hate it.
Yeah. Fucking splendor on the floor. Thank you, bro. Listen.
Yeah.
You know what I liked? The only thing I did like as a kid, I don't know if it's going to hold up. I liked West Side Story.
Oh, my God.
That's one I didn't like either.
I liked it. Maybe I was a little romantic.
Yeah. I mean, West Side Story might be the gayest musical of all time.
What?
Yeah. I think so.
About? I got shite.
Wait, you're red, all the way.
There was death.
They do dancing gang wars.
I like that shit.
Looks like a 1950s version of the.
And not only that, Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood.
Was she?
No, right? Sam?
I don't know. I guess.
What?
Natalie
Wood. That was the gayest of all time. Natalie Wood. Could somebody please?
I think there's a generational
making demands. Could somebody put on a picture of Natalie Wood, please?
That's true.
Look at Natalie Wood.
Let's see her in the pool.
Look at Natalie Wood, Maria.
Oh, is Gillian Jacobs here?
Bring her in.
Bring her in. Well,
Is she here? Bring her in. Yeah.
I'm going to behave myself now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I can't, embarrass you guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Welcome, Gillian Jacobs.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
What's going on?
They don't like Les Mis. Can you believe that?
I believe it.
Oh no!
Are you surprised?
I love that movie.
He likes it.
Wait, are we talking the movie or the musical?
Either.
Broadway? Okay.
Yeah.
And one of us didn't know what it was.
Who didn't know?
I'm sorry.
Matt Serra didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I'm just a former cage fighter, Gillian.
But it's been running on Broadway for decades.
I don't spend a ton of time on Broadway.
You
just
never
when I go
walked
to my
through
podcast.
Times Square?
I did that on the way here. I got my cardio in.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you see any marquis? I think Cats is back. Have you heard of Cats?
I just brought that up.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because they made fun. They both looked at me like I was from another planet when I didn't know what that was.
Do you have a favorite musical?
Oh, man. Did you ever hear of West Side Story?
Yeah, of course. Natalie Wood.
Did you ever hear of West Side Story?
She's young. She
Is
might
that
not.
what led you to the Natalie Wood Google search?
Well,
Yes.
I told them because he made a funny face and he was kind of making fun of me, Sam, that I liked West Side Story.
It's a good musical.
I thought it's a great.
Stephen Sondheim did the lyrics.
But why are you
Come
making
on,
fun of Les Mis and being like...
I didn't make fun of Les Mis.
How about they're all awful? All musicals are awful. That's
you're
the
wrong.
rule. I'm not. I don't like musicals.
Could you recommend a good musical?
Sure. I love Stephen Sondheim musicals. Sweeney Todd, that's very bloody, action-packed.
The demon barber of...
Fleet Street.
Yeah.
You know, that I don't know how old I was, but in elementary school, our music teacher showed us the play of that. I think it scarred me. We were young.
Yeah.
And we're
People
like,
are
look,
eating
we're singing.
people.
Well, I mean, he's cutting their throats. He's putting them down the chute. And,
But that's exciting, right?
Well, I mean,
for everyone that says musicals are boring,
I would
it's
watch that.
cannibalism.
Yeah.
It's a good inclusion.
that was disturbing.
I would watch that, but I don't like that. I don't like when they sing all their lines. Like if they talk and then break out into a song now and again, I can live with it.
So you don't like opera?
No, I don't like. Yes, I don't like opera.
You just don't like singing.
I like singing when I want to see singing. When I'm watching a movie, I don't want to see singing.
Yeah, what if they did a full-on Black Sabbath musical where it was a story told through the songs of Black Sabbath?
I'd love it. Stupid question.
There's things I like in life that, like, I'm like, oh wow, now they're doing a musical of that, so I must like that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, wrong. Rocky, Rocky.
They did a Rocky musical?
Oh yeah,
They did a Rocky musical.
Exactly.
Is it the Winter Garden?
Oh, the Winter
That's right.
Garden.
Man, I seen that.
I actually
saw
heard
Rocky?
it was good.
I saw both. I saw the Spider-Man. It was like the worst budgeted, horrible. It was like a comic book movie with no budget. It was just
But
horrible.
that was like a very cursed production. People kept getting really hurt.
Yeah, it was cursed.
Falling,
Right?
yeah.
Spent money on that, and it was brutal. And then the other one was the Rocky. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Okay.
The one that was okay that I enjoyed. Oh, and that other one, the Rock one, when they sing.
Rock of Ages?
I didn't like that too much. My wife thought, you know why? Because they got these dirtbags, but they're going over the stage, they're doing their tongue out at your wife and stuff. I'm like, yeah. And I'm in the second row, and I know it's part of the show. And I'm not like an upbeat or I'm not an insecure guy. But dirtbags, stop me. I'm paying money. Don't be putting your tongue out at my wife. Is it me? Am I too sensitive?
Whoa, wait, what are we doing?
It's like because they get all up in front.
Matt choked out a guy off the stage.
No, but you got these other nerds like, it's part of the show, honey. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's choking Constantine from American Idol or whoever was.
I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. Oz is the only one that I
Yeah,
liked.
but that's the musical version of the jail
show, the
series
HBO
on
show,
HBO.
yeah.
No.
Put it in my hiney.
Wait, what is it called? What is it?
The Wiz?
Wicked.
Oh.
Oz.
Okay.
Wicked. Now,
my
did you
God.
see the Rock of Ages movie?
No, is that with Jack Black?
No. It's
that's
Tom
full of rock.
Tom Cruise,
You have a
Alec.
paper towel in here, bro?
You working
I
yourself
swear.
up?
I was just like I told Gillian. I had to walk through Times Square. I had to walk upstairs to use the
Matt,
bathroom because this one was closed.
Her name's Gillian.
I'm so Gillian. I
It's
apologize.
okay. It's all right.
Listen,
It happens to me every day.
If it's not a name like Sam, Jim, or Matt, I'm
It's
screwed.
like Gil. Just call me Gil.
All right, Gil.
Yeah.
You
I'm
should have
sorry.
seen him try to figure out. When we said Les Mis, he didn't know what it was, and then when he saw it, he was like, "Oh, I know that, but that's how you say that."
Gil,
Yeah.
if you took a look to your right and left,
Well done.
and you would say, I would think if I had to pick, I think the guy on my left would be the bully. This guy's the bully. I'm a guest here like you. I don't know what the hell the problem is. You know?
Sam's feisty.
He's a
I'm
little
feisty.
feisty because he's not in his normal seat. Jimmy took over the seat. That's
right.
Wow, we switched seats.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you feel over there?
Phenomenal.
You
Powerful.
look great.
Thank you. I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It's really great. I get to turn people off and on. It's nice.
Oh, really? You have the
Ultimate
power
power.
now?
I have the power, yeah.
Oh.
But I realize
Who's
it's
in
just-
charge of the Googling on this operation?
That would be Adrian, who I don't know where I think he went to get Matt a
I think
towel.
you went to go get me a paper towel because I'm the only sweaty little Italian guy in here.
He's working
I
stuff
just
up into
sweat.
a
Did you
tizzy.
walk all the way up here?
No, listen. I
We're
come
on the
from,
36th floor
No,
for
no,
listeners.
That was another debacle. I jumped in the elevator, and as you've seen, when you got in that elevator, there's no buttons. There's
No.
buttons on the outside.
Yep. It's high tech. It's high tech.
He did it wrong.
I did it wrong.
He did it wrong.
Where did you
know?
wind up?
Well, no, the ladies in there, they showed me how to get out. they were like, I'm just going up, and they were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt. I'm like, all right, sooner or later, I'll get off on it. So I go, I'm sorry, girls. I'm new here. There's no buttons in this elevator. It's just the Twilight Zone. Where am I going? So then they directed me here.
It's
not a great story.
No, it's an eco-friendly building, so they're conserving energy by only having the elevator.
Is that what
go
that
down
is,
floors.
though?
That's the theory I think behind it.
It takes longer with
Yeah, they don't go faster.
It's not for us; it's for the environment.
That doesn't help the environment. That's not hurting the environment to use an elevator. What the fuck is wrong with people?
It's used. Yes, it is. It's mechanics. That stuff is
Oh,
all.
stop.
It takes like what, gas or something? Probably. I
Nothing.
don't know.
No, it does electricity.
Right, electricity. That's
People
really-
burn stuff to make electricity.
Do they realize
Right.
we're surrounded by radiation in space? What the fuck's wrong with people?
Jim, you got to pay more attention to your carbon footprint. It's getting ridiculous.
You should get those Tesla-made solar panels for your apartment or home or car.
That's right.
I can't. I have I don't know if I have a condo. I don't know if you're allowed to in New York.
Oh, you should talk to the condo board. That would
No.
be fun.
I like trying to get Tesla made. I can't even get my fucking window cracks fixed.
Does that work? Those solar panels? And I can't stand when people come up to my freaking house. That makes me want to be in like a gated community or something.
What?
People go
That's
up to
the
your
only
house?
reason. Because they walk up and down the block.
Do you see that guy
I live
every
in Long
day?
Island, and there's people that just ring my bell. There was a person the other day. I just put my 3-year-old, took a nap. And I was trying to get a little nap in too before I had to get my other kids from school. And my wife was out, and then the doorbell rings, and I go, there's two guys, and I'm like, yo, guys. I go, really? I go, what do you, oh, no, we're not selling anything. We're just the new realtors in the neighborhood, and we want to introduce ourselves.
Ew.
I go, really? I go, you want to introduce yourself? I go, I own a jiu-jitsu school. I own 2 of them. Where do you live? I'm going to come ring your bell later, tell you about my arm locks. I go, I just put my kid there. I go, really?
By the way,
Is it me? Am I uptight?
you got
I
to
don't
make
like
sure that those guys are legitimate real estate guys and not casing houses.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know. 'Cause I got
I
my,
think probably him telling about them the jujitsu might have deterred them if they were casing the place. That's a good. I'm going to say that from now on. I own 2 jujitsu studios, so don't mess with me.
I used to fight in a cage for a living, guys. Seriously, get another daughter to go ring their bell?
It probably was a Wet Bandit scenario. I think that's how Home Alone started.
Nice Full House reference.
Yeah, Home Alone, but who's counting?
Same era.
Hey,
you keep your
Layman,
musicals.
what's going on? I haven't had a lot of coffee this morning. I didn't have that exciting walk through Times Square to really get the adrenaline flowing.
Are you a coffee person?
I love coffee.
You want one? We can get one for you. This is on my plate. I'm going to be next time I come, I'm sitting in that seat.
It took Matt a little while to get his coffee, but if you do want one, we'll have one brought for you.
That would be delightful.
What do you want?
How would you like your
A
coffee?
little cream and sugar, listeners. A little cream and sugar.
Oh.
What's going on, Sam?
They're going to go get it.
We have somebody getting your coffee.
Thank you so much.
I'll tell you what's going on. Love season 2.
Yes, that's so true. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to promote my television show.
Is that incredible
It's
or what?
on Netflix.
It's
When
on
does it come on?
On March 10th, so Friday.
And you also have season 3 is already good, so you have another season that you're going to start shooting.
We start shooting, I think, next week, season 3, yes.
How come you haven't tweeted since November?
I just didn't really feel like doing social media.
You just got sick of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy. How do you know what she's tweeting?
I thought it was creepy that I hadn't tweeted.
You haven't tweeted it. You haven't tweeted in 3 days.
That does sound creepy. Yeah, why haven't you? Why haven't you answered me? You keep changing your number. But no, it's weird. Like, 'cause if you interview somebody, sometimes you go back and look at their tweets and see what they were talking about. But you haven't. Did you get sick of it, or was it negative stuff, or you just got bored?
I just kind of was, over the last year and a half, I feel like I've just been growing tired of it. But, I have the show coming out, so I'm sure, it's important to let people know the show's back, so I may tweet again.
Yeah, you don't even really have to promote if you've already got season 3. We're good.
It's in the bag. Yeah. I'm sure Netflix would like it if I would maybe talk about it on my social media.
Do you have crazy followers on there? What's her followers, Jimmy?
I don't know how many followers you got.
If you said it right away, I'd be like,
Jim has memorized all my social media stats.
Yeah, exactly. How come in October of 2013 you said... I don't know. I didn't even know it was just written down.
Yeah.
But
good research.
What is that?
Great research, guys.
A lot of people?
I don't know.
You reach a lot of people?
I don't have millions of followers.
Well, she doesn't tweet anymore, so she doesn't.
Hey, man, I got off that thing, too.
You don't tweet?
Oh, I'm done with Twitter. Jimmy knows.
Yeah, Matt's off it.
I can't deal with negativity in my life.
Yeah.
All right? You know, I don't have the abs I used to have once
really?
Come on, Matt.
No, I don't want to surprise you, Gil. I feel like I'm Gil. Who the hell am I?
I like it. People call me Gil.
Well, she feels
you call me
comfortable with
Gilly?
that.
Sure.
I used to fight, back, it was ages ago. A few years ago. When did I fight? Well, I got the championship 10 years ago.
Oh,
nice. You got to segue into that, Jimmy. When I got the belts. Anyway, but the point is, on Twitter, I'd be like, on today's UFC Unfiltered, that's the show I do with Jimmy, the podcast.
You just plugged yourself as a former champion
and
a podcaster in one sentence.
Oh my gosh, can I plug things?
Yeah, of course.
No, I lost my train of thought.
Your abs.
Let's get back to my non-abs. No, but I'll be like, on today's show we got GSP. It's me and Jim Norton. We're gonna have a good time. And then I'll look at my Twitter and be like, fatty. I'm like, what?
Did you put a photo up, or they just are assuming?
No, they just assumed.
They made an ass out of you and me.
Yeah,
that's right.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. They certainly did.
Did you get? Is that what drove you off it?
No.
People making fun of Matt Serra.
Yes, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't stand to see the way they were speaking to you.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't anything. It wasn't like anything like that. No, I just didn't. I don't know. Just kind of grew tired of it. But I posted an Instagram photo recently. I hadn't posted one in a long time, so maybe I'll do that. I don't know.
Yeah, there's lots of things that could be on your plate going forward.
I've been trying to read more.
What are you reading?
I'm I loved Agatha Christie mysteries as a kid, so I've been rereading some Poirot mysteries.
Ooh,
really
I'm a big
high.
Hardy Boys guy.
You are.
Little Nancy Drew for the toilet.
For the toilet. I have my Nancy Drew bit.
That's
for
your
when I'm in
shitter
the
read?
toilet.
It
Yeah.
sure is. My legs are crossed. My ex-girlfriend used to shit with her legs crossed. She would sit down and shit, and she would sit and cross her legs perfectly like the queen. That's
All
how she
right.
took a shit.
Did you have a squatty potty?
No, it's just on the wall. She told me that. I mean, she just told me she would shit like that. I was like shocked.
What's the point, though?
I don't know. I don't know
can't
why
be
you
It
could.
felt more comfortable.
I could never.
I don't. Thank you so much. My coffee's here, dear listeners. My
There it
coffee
is.
is here.
I need a good bracing.
You need
Oh,
a good
really?
bracing?
Yeah, heels to the floor.
Oh, I thought you meant like up on a wall.
No, it's occasionally. It's a small enough room, thank God. But no, I like to keep my heels down, really push.
You do.
Yeah.
What's an
That's
event
not
for
good. You could get a hernia doing that.
And roids.
Yeah. You could get some hemorrhoids going. Don't push so hard. Change your diet.
So you're reading Agatha Christie. What's a good Agatha Christie book? I've never read one.
Oh.
Are they really good mysteries? Are they really mysterious?
Well,
Are they very-
I enjoy
How
the-
mysterious are they?
Yeah, like mysteries to me are always
Scary.
easy to figure out.
well, you're a very clever man.
Thank you.
Did you say they're scary?
I said they're not very scary. I liked watching the TV movies they made of them, of the Poirot ones with David Suchet. My mother and I would rent them from the library when I was a kid. That was a really fun Friday night for us.
Sounds like
My mom didn't
got
really
David
let me
Suchet
out of her,
movies
she
from the
didn't let
library.
me out of her sight very often. So it was a lot of at-home rentals from the library for me.
How about Murder, She Wrote? Did you like that
I
one?
wasn't as into that.
no.
No.
I couldn't stand that old bat.
What?
I didn't like her
Not
either.
an Angela
She's gonna come
Lansbury.
for
just
you.
said- is she bad?
She's no.
Angela Lansbury.
She starred in a production of Sweeney Todd. She's appeared in a lot of musicals.
Yeah,
Angela
Beauty and
Lansbury,
the
yeah.
So
Beast.
you really don't like her, I guess.
It's true.
She stars in musicals
I don't know.
and she was a Murder, She Wrote.
I don't know why I didn't like that damn show.
It was awful. That was why. It's not a good
No,
show.
come on,
You're
guys,
right.
guys.
liked it?
Hey, whoa.
I never saw it.
No,
I'm not
me
going to
neither.
disparage it. She
You're
was
like, I'm
on-
not that old. That was an old show. No.
Yeah.
She was
in the
going around
80s.
on a bike and solving
Writing
mysteries.
books, writing mysteries, and writing
Yeah.
stories and solving the old lady
I
getting
don't
involved
think you're going to like these Agatha Christie
in everybody's
mysteries. I'm
business.
reading.
Fucking
You-
old lady bothering everyone. But it's
USA used
question.
to USA used to run those reruns like way before SVU, like in the early 90s, mid 90s. USA used to run Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, really?
All the time.
It's an 80s show, though, right? It was the 80s.
I think it's an 80s.
Take it to the Google machine.
I know. What are you doing over there, eh? Just enjoying the show.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get it going.
84,
Oh, that
90s.
long run. So somebody liked it, if not you,
It's been off the airs for
gentlemen.
20. How
Yeah.
old is she? She's got to be pushing.
Let's look it
50.
up. Take it to the Google.
I'm gonna guess she's 86.
Angela Lansbury.
91.
91.
She's
Idiot.
91?
Should we all live so long?
Yeah,
She's a
active.
DBE, Dame of the British Empire. That's a high honor.
Wait, let me see here. Oh, there she goes.
Dying bag
She
of
didn't-
estrogen.
Hey. You're laughing a little too hard, gentlemen. As the only woman in the room.
You're
That's
right.
not right.
No, I'm on your
not
side,
right.
Gillian. This is wrong.
I wasn't
She's had a
laughing.
long and illustrious career.
You
And
got
look
there.
at all of her. Do you have 2 Oscar nominations?
Yeah.
Look,
I think not. 11 MGM films. Excuse you.
I'll say this: she's
a teapot
definitely
in
been
Beauty and the
active for a
Beast.
long time. I'm not saying she's a bad actress. I just didn't like that show. Let me go back to her thing. Adrian. I want to see her. Is she still acting? Mm-hmm. At 91, that's pretty amazing.
Come on, give it up for her. You should book her on this show.
She would never
a
come in.
natural fit.
You know, who we talked to who sucked Dr. Ruth. We had her. I couldn't wait to talk to Dr. Ruth. She was fucking awful.
Why would that be?
She
Ah,
has
she's
so much
shitty
to
and
talk
cranky.
to you about.
I thought she would talk. I thought she'd be an open
sucked.
book about
No.
sexual stuff.
I was
thought
talking
you guys
about-
would be a
I know,
match made in
right?
hell.
I tried talking about sex, and she's like, talk to your therapist about that. I'm like, oh, fuck you. I
But
didn't
she
say
is a
that.
therapist. What does she want to talk about?
Because she's so old, I was nice to her. I can't yell at an old lady, so I
Yeah?
didn't yell at her.
Yell at Angela Lansbury.
But she's not here. I'm not. You don't.
But
I would
maybe
never
she
bully.
is. How dare you, Jim?
I would never bully an old person. I don't like to
Good.
bully old people.
Good.
Right. Except behind
Elder
their back.
abuse.
What's that?
Except behind their back.
Or online.
Right.
I bully the elderly
on
online.
Twitter.
I have an egg Twitter account.
I do.
I with old people.
Yeah, and I bully people over 80.
That's great.
So did you have any idea? Because you do a ton of like indie movies.
I do.
Did you have any idea that Don't Think Twice would be like
When
Kinda
actually
huge.
people saw.
Yeah, it was big.
I was hoping after so many that just kind of came and went. 2 theaters, 1 weekend,
Yeah.
goodbye. No, it was really nice. You know, Mike Birbiglia promoted the hell out of that movie, and it actually played in theaters for months. So it was really a nice change of pace for me.
Yeah, because I was going to say it was really good, but I'm assuming that in your mind, most of the movies that people don't
It
see are
doesn't have
good.
anything to do with
Right.
each other. Yeah, a movie being good and people seeing it. Yeah, you need promotion, you need support. And so thankfully, that one people really watched. So
Was that the one Mike wrote and directed about an improv group?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, look, I didn't see that. Yeah, it's good.
well, everybody except for Jim.
Right.
You saw it. You loved it.
What's that now, Sweeney Todd? What are we talking about? I'm only kidding.
You loved my independent film about an improv group trying to make it in New York
the
City.
improv one.
You
Yeah.
loved
yeah,
it.
that was good.
He said, the parallels between MMA and improv.
Yeah,
I never
I bet
knew
there
they were
are.
so.
Well,
Are you an MMA fan? Do you watch any of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC? The thing in the cage when they're
I
fighting?
know the cage. I know it.
You do have to
I
think
know
on
the
your
cage.
feet like an improv
yeah,
group.
not as much as I would say pro wrestling. Sam.
Well, look at Sam all happy. Look at him all happy.
Ryan, we knew this.
We have
We knew
mutual
this.
friends
Yes.
in the pro wrestling world.
Yeah, we knew
so
this.
We know
okay.
this.
All right.
You're going to be really excited because in season 3 of Love, there may or may not be a little pro wrestling.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have pro wrestlers doing the pro wrestling?
I offered up some names of people you know. I don't know who they've cast.
You have
but
good names.
Yes, I know people.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered pro wrestling?
What am I? Unless they bring back midget wrestling, what am I? What the hell am I gonna do? Jump on somebody's leg?
How tall are
I
you?
don't know. I'm 5'6". I'm
Yeah.
powerful.
You could take
Well,
people
that's
out at the knees.
No, I'm not saying I won't beat any of their asses in a real
That's
fight.
not the point.
I'm just saying.
Nah.
Wait, hold
Nobody-
on a second.
nobody
Hold on.
cares
I
if
was
you can-
distracted of me beating up one of the best in the world.
Oh.
Yeah, well, now you know why they call me chubby. Now that's even when I'm in shape, I didn't have the best abs. Hold on, let me do a little batagoo. There I am.
Is
Doing
that
a
what
little-
that's called? It's an official Betty Goo?
Look at this. This never gets old. I watched this when I had
The listeners at home don't know what's happening. We're watching his highlights.
Adrian put on Matt beating George St. Pierre for the championship, welterweight
Yeah, but you know
championship.
what? It's still not WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
100%. You're right with that.
How old were you there?
That was fucking thanks. Make me feel great. That was literally in April. That
was actually 3 months ago.
It's 3 months ago.
Yeah, I've been partying hard.
Kids,
that was
kids will
literally-
take it out of you.
That was 10 years ago.
You look
literally.
great, and you
Thank
still look
you so
great.
much. I know. Thank you so much.
He's got a
I
judo
don't know that I look great.
Don't
but
listen to those people online. You look great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I wear black, so it makes me look better.
Very slimming.
Thank you. But yeah, well, that made me feel good watching
Do you
my
miss?
highlights.
Do you miss being in the cage?
Sometimes, but I moved on.
Was there a
to the
moment?
next chapter of my life?
Was there a moment where you realized I gotta stop?
There was one thing that stuck out. When you're fighting, it has to be. You have to be all in or all out because it's a sport, but it's a dangerous sport. It's the hurt business. You're in there to take the other guy out, and he's there to do the same to you. You know, by whether it's strikes or getting an arm about to break or getting a guy strangling a guy. It's a fight. You know, so I remember when anybody used to mention my name if they wanted to fight me or something, I used to take it personal. And then that was like my goal. I remember I heard some guys mention me in an interview, and I was literally about to take my kid to the park. And I didn't really give a shit. And I took my kid, and that's when I'm like, all right, something's wrong. I'm not.
It doesn't inspire the same reaction.
That should be my priority.
Yeah.
Is this guy's ass I got to kick? And I didn't really. I was like kind of nonchalant about it. So I'm like, all right, maybe I should get out of there. You know.
That's a kind of sweet moment to realize you should stop.
Yeah. It's
For me, it would be I was laying on the mat with a bunch of shit on the back of my legs, and I realized it was mine, and it was time to go home. That is a good
You
way to
could
get
have just had diarrhea in the ring. I mean,
That's
you could have
true.
There's a new rule in MMA, by the way, that if fecal
No
matter,
shitting?
this is true, if fecal matter is present, whoever did it is disqualified.
Whoa.
Because there was a case of a guy who shit his pants last year.
As a tactic,
It was no, it would be brilliant. But
right?
no, he just got punched and
Shouldn't
he
it
shit
be
his
a-
pants and he shit in the ring.
It should be a
And they-
smelt it,
yeah.
dealt it.
Would you
type
do
rule.
a sort of thing where you stop eating a certain number of hours before the fight to make sure that you don't have to pee or poop before you go
That's
in?
funny that's so funny you said that because after, like, especially when I used to fight at 155, which was last time I made that weight, I was 29. But I remember my instructor, Master Henzo Gracie, he'd come up to me and I'm eating a lot the day of the fight because I'm just eating like dry cereal. He goes, man, he's a Brazilian guy. He goes, you stop doing that shit. I go, well, I'm hungry still. He goes, you ever see pit bulls when they fight? the shit flies out of their ass. Like, oh my god, whoa! So I put down the Chex Mix and I.
Yeah, because when I would
that
do
scared me. Yeah,
when I would do
that.
theater, I'd be worried I'd have to pee in the middle of the play, so I'd stop drinking water.
I pee so much. How long would your play be? An hour and a half?
Stop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I see on the screen about you're showing that, aren't you?
Guys should. Yeah.
I'm
Poo-poo
sorry.
in the ring.
That was like a reaction. You're talking. I'm like, stop, because that's disgusting.
Stop talking about theater.
Exactly. Well, tell that to the sitcom I have.
That too.
Stop.
I'd
So
rather
wait,
watch the
so
feces.
it's a 90-minute play, and you'd have to pee right before. Do you have to
Yes.
go right before you do something? Because I piss constantly.
Yes, I pee all the time, so I would go right before. I would stop drinking water a couple hours before, and then just pee as many times as I could beforehand.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. Like even during a flight before you
love
take
this,
off.
don't you?
No, I'm reading the MMA fighter gets choked out, proceeds to poop all over the canvas. I see poop. I'm like a child. I start snickering.
the word poop.
I said poop. I'm like, ha ha, poop.
Poo poo pee pee.
I'm a moron.
So if you're on a plane, will you go and pee right before you take off?
Oh yeah.
Like it's psychological, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Tiny bladders.
Yeah.
Do you watch your highlights at home? Like, because you said you felt good when you saw it. Like, is that
Do I
something-
watch my highlights? No,
Like,
I
if
mean,
you're
not-
having a down day,
not
you,
every-
like,
Well, I
put
mean,
Matt Serra into YouTube and
the UFC Fight Pass. I'm always plugging my team. I'm always plugging the UFC. But yeah, sure.
do you watch episodes of Love at home and be like, I nailed that one?
I have a hard time. The first time I watch anything I'm in, it's just sort of recoiling in horror. But I would watch some things I've never seen that I'm in, and other things like I would never miss an episode of Community. I'd watch those the week they came out. I've seen all of the Love episodes, but I get too nervous to watch them before they come out. Because with Netflix, you're done for months before it goes online. But I get too nervous to watch it.
So you just let it sit for a while and then eventually get to it?
Yeah.
I find that I can't watch stuff, but I'll listen to old radio clips and go like, oh, that was really fun. Like there's times where somebody will send me a clip and I can really enjoy
But
it.
it has to be old.
Not necessarily. It can be recent. It's just not in the moment. But like some of the older stuff, like if they're like, listen to this part, I can enjoy it just separately. When you're a little distant from it, it's a little easier.
Is it easier to watch like Community because there was like a whole
Cast,
ensemble
yeah.
there? Yeah, as opposed to Love, where it's like you're responsible for a lot of the load.
Yeah, a lot of the poo poo.
That's industry jargon, Jim.
What's that mean?
A lot of the load?
Yeah, I don't know what that
I'm
means.
bearing the
Are
load.
you carrying things?
I carry a lot of things in the show.
Yeah, her character's a lumberjack. You should see the show.
Who co-stars
And I'm
with you? Who co-stars with you?
Paul Rust is his name.
Okay. And what's the show about?
It's about the two of us. We meet in the first season. My character has a lot of issues. She's grappling with alcohol, drug addiction, and sex and love addiction. And he is a kind of a people pleaser with repressed rage. So on the surface, we are real opposites, but what do you know? We attract to each other. So the second
That's
season
great.
is more of us actually starting to date. I'm trying to think of who you would know that's on the show. Bobby Lee has a recurring.
love Bobby
Yes.
Lee.
He plays one of my coworkers on the show.
How is he to work with? Because whenever we've had him in studio, he ends up having a panic attack and runs out.
Oh yeah, the first season after every scene, he'd be like, "They're gonna fire me. They're gonna fire me. They're gonna fire me." So I would sort of have to talk him down after every scene. But he's really great. He's such a fun person to have around, and he's got a great episode this second season. There's a lot of Bobby Lee, so he's awesome. And Paul Appel, who wrote on SNL for years and years, plays my boss on the show. So that was awesome. A lot of really great comedy people on it. And I'm trying to think of what other stand-ups are. David Spade's in the second season a lot.
Cool.
And who would Jim know? Sam, come on, think.
Probably a lot of. I have very varied interests.
Yeah.
What's your most surprising interest?
Well,
that I like women.
That's not surprising.
And even then, that's a little bit of a loose definition
I don't
when he
know.
says that.
I don't know. I talk about all of it, so none of it's really surprising.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm wondering if there's something you've never really shared. Something sweet. Something heartwarming.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Sometimes I go down to the children's hospital. I just donate time.
He literally has never done that before.
Oh.
I haven't.
Now you're going to. Now they're going to call you.
Yeah.
We have to wrap up with Gillian. but
Why?
That's because you have other press. So do you date opposite guys from who you are? Like, do your type of personality?
Good question.
I'm seeing if I have a shot.
Sure.
Cool. All right. All right, good to know.
That's the easiest answer.
Yeah, that inspires
the
me.
least resistance.
That will keep me going to the next interview. All right, you're so great. Love Season 2 premieres Friday on Netflix.
Season 1 was awesome, by the way.
You're amazing in everything you do. So it's
sir.
obviously the show is a success, and congratulations. And check it. Isn't it great? It's up, and people can just watch it whenever they want.
Yeah, the whole thing.
You don't have to give a shit about the premiere date. Friday, watch it or watch all of them.
And if you didn't watch it before, you can still watch Season 1.
You can go catch up.
Let me just really quick. I know you got to go, but it's called Live Sam's. Not get annoyed with me, please.
I'm not
You
annoyed. I
fucking
get a
bully.
kick out of you.
But it's called Love, and you're talking about a lot of comedians in there. Why is that? Like David Spade, you said
Yeah.
Bobby Lee.
It's got a humorous bent to it.
There you go.
There you go.
See now.
It's a comedy about love.
It's a comedy.
There you go.
Sirs, what a pleasure. Good to
We'll
see
be
you.
right back.
You too.
Taking a break. Right back. Oh, sorry, Sam. Hold on. I put Sam in. Hold on. Great. Sorry. Okay.
You see what I mean about he's not great with the buttons.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what happened. Because these guys put Sam in. How about you just change Jim and Sam's name there, and then when Sam is doing this more, you can put Sam back. But I get confused because I got to keep hitting Sam's button.
We'd have to go to Mars and say, okay, we got to permanently change this again.
It'll take 2 minutes. Hey, Mars, change this.
Yeah, but then if you get bored again, then you know.
So what? They change it back. It takes 10 seconds. Hey, Mars, do this.
How often?
A lot.
How often do you change these microphone things?
These with the windscreens?
I didn't think that
It smells?
I didn't think that how do you pronounce the name?
Gillian.
Gillian.
Call her Gil.
Yeah.
That's your-
I didn't think Gillian had to leave. I think she was smelling this thing. And
no.
It
They
smells
stink.
like no. It's like
That's why I use my
I
own.
got my nose in a dirty asshole.
Oh, so you're saying you like it?
I want to take this home with me.
By the way, is this mine? Yes. I use my own every day. I have my own mic screen.
Because I'll tell you right now,
It's a guest
Gillian
one.
doesn't smell like this.
No, it's not Gillian. That's a guest
I'm
one.
going to throw this on the
We don't
floor.
have
Get a new one. Oh, wait.
You could just change the windscreen. You don't need to unplug it.
That's fine. It's probably faster. D-Bag knows the fastest way.
Yeah.
Thank you, D-Bag. Oh, wait, am I on?
Now
You
you're
are.
on.
Thank you, D-Bag.
Yeah, they got it. That's
That
how come they
better.
don't?
Wait, hold
why
on a
don't they?
second. Let me be sure. No, it's not me.
Why don't they
I'm
spray
okay.
these every morning?
Mars, they do get sprayed.
They spray them.
Oh, they do.
Maybe it
This
was
one
maybe.
smelled like asshole.
No, nobody had used. I don't think it was Gillian. No,
Might have
nobody.
been Gillian.
No, it
could
wasn't
have been.
Gillian. She was a pretty little thing. That can't come out of her
She
mouth.
was dishy.
Yeah, she was.
She got a little fucking vibes off her, man.
You did?
Yes.
You guys would be a cute couple.
I think so too. She disagrees.
The fact that I say cute couple, Sam, punch me, hit me with that chair like one of your fucking heroes.
Nah, I don't think we would date. But I mean, maybe we'd go out in a little striped shirt. She looks so adorable.
Yeah.
You never wanted to join the pro wrestling game?
The thing is this.
No, I'm not
no,
for it.
because it's like, as far as me doing it, no, not really, ever. I like, no, it's weird. It's what listen. I want to know what makes you, because there's other guys that like it too. I remember Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe. He's a huge
I heard
fan,
him talking about it with Joe Rogan, and Rogan's Rogan was actually probably goofing on him a little bit, but
You know who likes wrestling that I just found out? Who's the guy that was in here recently with all the tats, the fighter?
Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah.
Cody.
Cody is a big
Ronda
WWE
Rousey's
guy.
a huge wrestling
of course,
fan.
and she
Rowdy
did the,
Ronda.
she did the WrestleMania. But
Last year.
but it's really almost like not Broadway, but it's acting basically.
Well, it's storytelling.
It's storytelling.
Storytelling.
So you like because
Yeah,
there's predetermined outcomes, obviously.
To me, that's what I think. Like, I watch UFC, and that's like a fault to me that UFC has, that I want, like, something that's more dramatic and storytelling. Like, if Conor McGregor, like, loses a big fight, I want there to be a build to this fight, and will he or won't he, and blah, blah, blah. And you can't control that unless you're controlling the outcomes. You see what I'm saying?
It's true, but there's nothing more exciting than the unknown.
Sure.
That's what's so exciting about MMA.
Yeah, but guess what? The WWE is equally unknown because some guy can just choose whatever. It's
Yeah,
even
but you
more
also
unknown.
know that they know. The difference is
that-
you know
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's not really heartbreaking because they know. Like when I'm watching a fight and there's a knockout, I jump up and I yell, "Oh God, knockout!"
That's heartbreaking.
No, but that's heartbreaking. No, but I find that's great. I find it fun, like not funny. And again, I'm not judging anybody because whatever somebody's into, it's you're not hurting anybody. What?
He said alpacas.
Alpacas.
But go on.
Wait, what'd you say?
Alpacas. But go on.
We just say it on the show.
Okay.
Not we. But here's the thing.
What the hell was I gonna say?
I think because guys who are trying to, like, maybe you or Rogan, or like you guys think that pro wrestling fills the need that sports does, like the way, like
I'm not into sports, by the way, at all.
Well, MMA is a sport.
That's the. I could calm down. Well, you didn't yell at me. I know. Listen to me. I love no. That's the. And Jimmy knows that's the only thing I watch. The Super Bowl. I didn't know who was in it until I heard like the Patriots and whatever. But like, I don't know. I don't watch anything. I just thought not to try to be different. My father wasn't into it. I'd play some sports like with my friends, but I was not like a jock in high school or nothing.
But
like,
people watch WWE.
Yeah.
For the same reason why people watch The Wire or The Walking Dead.
I understand that, but when you tell me, like when you say like I beat so and so, like I beat that guy, but when you tell me, yo man, Hulk Hogan, he beat the Junkyard Dog. These are old guys, but
maybe you're talking to a 6-year-old in '85.
Well, that's what I'd watch.
Yeah,
and then people are like, oh, he beat him. I'd be like, did he really beat him? I mean, I know it's like, well, I guess you could say that Luke Skywalker beat fucking Darth Vader. I guess you could say it like that.
Right. I don't think that nobody at this point in time is sitting there going like, well, he's the best because he wins the most. Like nobody actually thinks that. But the performance,
it's like an athletic soap opera in a way.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
I get it.
You know, and the more and the fact that it is predetermined, I don't want to say fake because those guys do get tremendously injured. But it's kind of, I still enjoy, I never like loved it in my adult life, but I kind of enjoy it more now that they're open about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they're not trying to fool anybody, and it's like you just know that it's this theater, and it's kind of fun to watch because they're great at it.
Well, that's fine. There's not. Now listen, like I said, anything you're into. I mean, hell, I'm good friends with you, Jimmy.
That's true.
Anything you're into, I don't judge anybody.
Plus, like the schedule that those guys have is fucking crazy. Like they're literally doing it 5 nights a week, every week, forever.
They're getting beat up. They're all juiced up.
They're jumping off the ropes.
They're not juiced up.
They're not juiced up?
Not anymore.
They got USADA in there?
They're not juiced up, Sam?
There's a lot of drug testing. No.
Is there?
Sam, they're not juiced up?
No, they're not juiced up.
Wait, I think I don't think you're correct about that.
I thought you lived in the really, really real world.
Well,
who drug tests them?
There's independent people that drug test. I mean, they've had to suspend giant stars.
Yeah, well, yeah, they don't look.
Are you kidding? Or are you serious?
No, I'm serious.
Oh, I thought you were kidding. They really do test them? Stop it. Stop it.
There's a couple of exceptions.
Does Brock get tested?
Well, they made a statement after the USADA thing that part-time performers do not get tested.
But you know what? How about this?
So Brock, unfortunately, we don't know for sure.
The thing is this: I could care less if they're because they're not actually they're doing things that might require them to be strong by lifting each other up and this and that. But it's not like they're taking the full impact. I know, but they could hit each other by accident, and that's so dangerous. But it's not like Brock Lesnar getting caught and he's trying to actually inflict bodily harm any way possible to Mark Hunt. I don't blame Mark Hunt for being like, hey, dude, really? Fucking cheater.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right. You're saying
that's different.
Taking steroids here
is different than
does
MMA.
Not give you an advantage where you're more likely to win.
No, it's not like
because it's
that.
predetermined.
But the thing is this,
and you're not trying to hurt each other for real.
It might be wrong. It's wrong in like any sport. I don't consider that a sport. Not to be a dick. It's not a sport. Really.
It's not.
It's a fucking show.
Yeah.
But
sports entertainment.
But the thing is this: even like baseball, football,
hockey.
Yes. I mean, well, yeah.
What's the hockey accent?
The hockey. Well, I mean, even with the hockey, when they get into their fist fights. But like they're it's a big difference when you're getting juiced up to be able to hit that ball like out of the park, and you're getting juiced up to try to kick somebody's head off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because then you're gonna be, that's just, it's not like it's nothing groundbreaking. What I'm saying, it's just fucking nope. Sam's like absolutely right.
Pro wrestlers get busted for juicing now. Not full-time pro wrestlers get busted for juicing now.
Right? Who's gotten busted recently?
I mean, guys like Randy Orton had to go away for a while.
Go away?
Meaning he had like a 60-day suspension or something because there was a second violation.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and third violation is fired.
Did you like the movie with Mickey Rourke, the wrestler?
It was great.
It's fucking depressing.
That was really good. Who was supposed to be about? Jake the Snake, though?
It was
Possible?
like Jake probably like a combination of like Jake the Snake and Terry Funk. And
you're saying who that was based
like
on?
that.
Yeah, or loosely based on.
What happened to Jake the Snake? Is he
He's still around. We interviewed him.
Yeah.
Oh, how's
he's
he
a big
doing?
guy.
Yeah, he's doing okay now. He was had a lot of drug problems before.
And I know you in this business, you see everybody, so you don't get like starstruck. But you see any of your favorite wrestlers, you get like,
yeah. I mean, I do.
He's always like that.
I definitely still do get.
Sam does stuff for wrestling. He works for them now. He does their announcing on like the pre-show. No, the pre-show. He's on camera with a pencil in his dumb hand. By the way, have you met The Undertaker again yet?
No, but
he wants to meet. Sam wants to really talk to the Undertaker, who doesn't even know he's alive.
Why?
You might know I'm alive.
What would you do if you met him?
By
and
the
he
way,
goes, I'm a
I don't
fan.
know. I don't know for sure if the Undertaker's alive. He is the dead man.
Would you if he wanted to talk to you? Would you have dinner with him?
Would I be willing to have dinner with the Undertaker?
Yeah.
If our calendars matched up, okay, then yeah, probably. And you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I might shift things around on mine to make sure it matched up.
You really
Yeah.
want to sit and talk with him?
Oh my god.
Would you want to talk wrestling?
Yeah, I would never. I would never want the dinner to end ever.
wouldn't.
Wow.
He's the one guy for you, right? That you haven't got to.
Jess could be like, "Oh my God, Sam, your son is walking. He just started walking," and I go, "All right, cool. I can't wait to see after I'm done with the Undertaker. Goodbye."
So wait, so the Undertaker for you, like, cause have you of all the wrestlers you've talked to and met and hung out with, and they all know Sam, they love him.
Yeah.
Is that the one guy that you really not like really had a sit down chat with that you want to?
Yeah, the one. I mean, that's alive. Yes.
Well, of course. I mean, it's you know, is there any other ones as much as him or no? Because you know Jericho, you know all these other guys,
and the fact that getting to hang out with Stone Cold is a big
you know
check
Stone
off that
Cold,
list. Like
sure.
that's amazing. That I would want to sit down and hang with.
Yeah, like if for me to meet a fighter or to meet a guy I love or to interview a boxer, whatever it is.
I mean, I've talked to him briefly before. It'd be cool to hang out with The Rock.
Oh yeah, have you ever interviewed him? For
I've
real?
interviewed him, not for real, like stand up 5-minute interview.
Oh,
but
yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
a sit down studio type interview.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he has good taste in people.
Wait till you hear, I interview The Rock.
Okay.
Like this is my guy, you know. Like this is like I get to talk to The Rock. And you know what he tells me?
What?
He's a fan of Jim Norton.
Did he say that?
Oh, I was disgusted. I wanted to throw up.
Did he really say that?
I swear to God, he said it. It's on video.
He's a nice guy.
He's a lovely guy. Yeah,
We talked on him.
I've
We
never
talked
met him
to
physically. I've never met him in person.
No.
You've never been able to touch him?
I've never shook his hand.
Right.
Did you ever meet somebody that you're disappointed in? Like, oh man, I was a fan of his, and then that's why I almost don't want to
Matt
meet
Serra.
some people. Look at Jimmy slapping his knee.
That was a good one.
You guys are a bunch of bullies in this place.
I'm only teasing.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was hurt for a split second.
That's not how I feel.
Absolutely not. But what was I up to?
Did
you ever meet anybody?
People who were disappointed.
Because there's some guys I'm like, oh man, like I'm a big fan of his. I don't know if I like him. If I don't like him, then I'm not going to want to watch his movies. Possibly.
My first time meeting Gene Simmons, I didn't really love him. I didn't hate him, but I didn't love him. And then after a while, and I've gotten to know, like that's just kind of his way. I like him now, but I didn't when I first met him, 2001.
I mean, you changed a lot since then.
That was 2000. That was the meltdown I had was years later.
Gene Simmons was once in the studio here.
Yeah.
And Jim had a banana in front of him.
Yeah.
And Gene is talking. And then this is grown up Jim Norton, okay? This is established. I have a career. I'm a
It's
well-known
2008.
comic, Jim
All right.
Norton, right?
Yeah.
A little, this is a respectable guy.
Of course.
And he's got this banana in front of him.
Jimmy has the banana.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. And Gene Simmons from Kiss looks over and he goes, "You gonna eat that banana?" And then Jim, like a girl, words just gush out of his mouth. He goes, "No, you can have it. I'll split it with you if you want."
He's gonna split a banana with someone. What's wrong with
He wanted
that?
to share his banana with
Two
Gene
friends.
So what did he say?
No.
He just ignored
He
him.
said no.
Oh wait, so he didn't want your banana?
He certainly
No.
didn't. Especially because I've been sitting on it.
He wanted. So he wanted
I'll,
that.
I'll split it with you if you want.
That's like something that.
Let's eat it like Lady in the Tramp.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle.
That's pretty funny.
Have you met anyone you have it? Oh, of course
Yeah,
you
you
do.
wanna hear it?
Jesus, it's amazing they can't bring up other stuff fast. But boy,
What are we talking about?
he's got the audio of this. How was it? I gotta because roasting Gene was it's like
Can I take a bite?
sure you can have the whole thing. I'll actually share it with you if you want.
That's way worse than I remembered.
That's it?
That's it. He ignored him. I'll share it with you. That's even worse than split it. I thought the word was split.
Yeah,
You
share.
But you
can
said,
have it.
I'll share it
if
with
you want. If you want to share it instead of just having it.
Yeah, you can have the banana, but if you want, we can share
I
it.
wanted to share a banana with the God of Thunder.
That's crazy. That's actually
awful.
crazy. He seems very, very arrogant.
But you know what? He is. But when you talk to there's things about him I love, like what a patriot he is. Like nobody fucking loves America more than Gene Simmons. Like, and his mother was in a concert. Like the real guy, I actually like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is arrogant when he talks, and it's like he's just not always that guy.
I heard Like I was a fan of the old show with Anthony Cumia, and I remember didn't he hit on Anthony Cumia's ex-girlfriend?
Jill, yeah, there was something.
And I remember that guy's Cumia is funny because he was like he was calling him out on it.
Yeah,
when he wasn't there, but he was saying that fuck tried to get my girl.
That's right, Jill Nicolini.
I remember. I don't know where I found that, but I heard that.
Yeah, Anthony. Did you hear our live show? We had a live show recently that Anthony came on. And it was very, very well received.
You told me about that.
Oh, it was so good to see him.
I so want to do a live. I want to do a live show with us.
We should.
You could visit too, Sam. But I want to do it.
Hey, who have you met that you didn't like?
Huh?
Have you met anyone you didn't like as far as
or that disappointed you?
Disappointed you, yeah.
Because I don't know. The only thing I can't think of anybody that like disappointed me. Sometimes I get bummed out when like you meet this guy that you watched on TV and maybe he's not doing so well and is trying to see if he can scam a couple bucks. Like that bums me
Or you
out.
feel sad for them, or like they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nah,
$20. $20.
There was a guy from The Sopranos that was I don't know.
James Gandolfini?
No, not that guy. I forgot his name. But he wasn't
Edie
bad.
Falco.
He wasn't bad, but the guy was like
Janice.
He was just more of as a kind of just like a big shot talking.
Big shot talking. So it was not. It was.
I did a thing. Not
for
Silvio. I did a thing for. It was back. This was ages ago, and this is when I think the UFC was still on Spike. And I went there to do something where they like you pretend like you're playing poker or something.
Sure.
And in between like the movie they were watching on the TV. They come back and have us. It
playing
was me.
poker.
It was Howard Stern's wife and this guy
Steve Sharippa.
No, it wasn't. It was the big heavy guy.
Steve Sharippa.
Black hair.
Yes.
Bobby Bacala. He played the brother-in-law.
They had a show together.
He was
Beth
with
and
Janice.
him. Yes.
He was with
yes.
yeah.
Steve Sharippa's name is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big fat, big heavy guy.
Yeah.
He's a little bit of a big,
No,
big
he was
time.
a nice guy. He was, but he was just a little fa-fa for me. You know,
I
fa-fa
getcha.
is a little. Oh yeah, you know that guy. Yeah. He was a cool guy, I guess, but I don't know.
Maybe back then.
Not my type of guy. I don't know.
Plus,
Listen, maybe he's a good guy, but almost
he probably puts it on a little bit.
It was almost like they were talking, and I felt like the guy that does this, it wasn't exactly like, oh yeah, why don't you come to this party later and this and that, and I'm just like sitting there looking at the wall, not really, you know, it's just very
not as inclusive a host as you would have wanted.
I don't need to be with that whole A-team. Yeah, man. I can hang out with not that you guys are fucking A-listers.
No, that's fair. You can say it.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel.
I don't know. I don't like hanging out with any stuck-up people, and if I get that vibe where a guy's a little too cool for school, it's just like, oh, dude, I don't even need to know you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't listen. At the end of the day, I have enough friends. I don't need anybody else.
Sometimes you'll find though that celebrities that like were on a famous TV show and were the consistent butt of the joke, like Bobby Bacala was like he was just the butt of the joke on The Sopranos.
That's a good point.
He may try to go over the top acting cool. Like when I interviewed Jaleel White, Urkel, he was like so over the top.
What was he saying? What up, dog?
Well, he was just like, you know, he was leaning back in his chair the whole time.
Urkel?
Yeah, Urkel.
They're trying to show you that they're not that guy.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
You know what? I don't even want to attack the guy because he wasn't that bad.
Fuck
it was
him.
more of just. It was more just like, oh boy, get me out of here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
need
doesn't
that.
want to be.
But Howard Stern's wife was very nice.
Isn't she a nice person?
She was very nice, that's what I'm saying. Like some people, they'll not treat you like you're beneath them, but like she was like, oh no, but you know, she was very nice and very pleasant, but you get that other vibe with the other guy, just like, you know, I'm kind of the cool guy here. It's just like, oh dude.
Well, he doesn't want to be Bobby Bacala showing up in camo and Uncle June and Tony are laughing at him. You know,
That's
he doesn't
a
want to
good
be
point.
that guy.
Maybe when you're a certain way on a TV show and people have that impression of you.
Especially when it's like a nerd type thing.
That's a good. I never thought of that, but when you're the butt of the joke on a show, maybe in real life you want to overcompensate and not be the butt of the joke. Or hey, look, I'm a real guy. I'm not that.
It could be that.
To the point though that where you become too cool for school.
And people don't even realize. He don't even realize you're doing
Hey,
it.
listen, it could be that some people are just assholes, and I'm not
That
saying
could
he
be.
is, but some people
people
might
are.
be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know.
That's Adrian's
Well, I know a lot
problem.
of guys that knew him because he was a comedy booker. He booked comedians for years at the Riviera,
good.
and all the comics liked him. Like they all said he was a really good dude.
Maybe he's a good dude. I don't want to sit here and attack
He never
this guy. I
booked
don't know
me,
him that
so
well.
you're not that good.
But I'm just saying, I'm trying to think anybody else come to mind. No, I mean, you know, most people I meet through the fighting, they're at the fights, they know the fight, so they're pretty cool.
They're
Like,
nice.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. They're like fans of the fighting.
No one bullies you.
Only fucking Sam. Sam's the only guy that bullies me.
I think that one of my favorite things about Matt, and I told Sam this in the break, is that you don't like bullies. I like that about
bullies.
you.
Oh no.
Fuck you, Sam. Little fuck.
But you don't like people that pick on weaker, smaller people.
I despise it. 'Cause I got bullied. I got bullied a lot in 7th grade. Because I was always this, I guess there's a couple sides of me. Every time I say that, it's funny because Dana tells me, I don't know, I was goofing on about something. He goes, yeah, you're one to talk every episode of with Dana White looking for a fight. He goes, every episode you're either about to fight somebody or you're crying about your kids. So I'm like, I could be an emotional guy when it comes to my kids. But no, I was always a silly guy, you know. But I didn't develop until like the 8th grade. So I was like someone in like when I went out of elementary school, our junior high started 7th, 8th, and 9th, and it was a little nastier. And we had the army. We had the little Mitchell Manor that brought in the army kids and the military kids. Some of my best friends from there, but it also brought in an element of some the kids that weren't that cool. You know what I mean? And they were fucking bullies. And I was in 7th grade, fucking 13 or whatever it is. I had fucking 16-year-olds in my class. I used to get fucked with. And it's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling in the world. It's humiliating. And, you know, you can't, listen, there's nothing, you can't, like, feel bad for kids that go in and on a shooting or anything like that. But the mentality when you're a person getting bullied and you feel like there's no hope, it's like you want somebody to step in to do something. To be like, oh, I wish somebody could go to bat for me here. I wish I had an older brother that did this or that. I have an older brother, but he didn't fucking do anything. He wasn't a fighter. But it's like, and it was one of those things where I started to develop over between 7th and 8th grade, and I was training, and I had a fucking hit list. And I go, yo, the next dude. I used to read a lot of comics too. I got motivated from Wolverine. I go, the next motherfucker. I did 8th grade. The first guy that fucks with me, I'm gonna make an example of. 2nd period, nobody knew me. By fucking 5th period, after I broke this dude's nose, I put his head into the fucking lunch table, and then it was just weird, man. It was all of a sudden you felt the respect, and it's not about you should be beating up people to get respect, but you know, I remember going in the hallway saying, you know, you ever say, hey, what's up? And the guy walks right past it. It's like, you fucking. And then next thing, I didn't get that anymore. People were saying it. And I you should stand up for yourself. Like, it's important. And like, and I felt great about it. And I wasn't done. If I get involved when I see somebody else getting fucked with. So I used to fight a lot as a kid, but I was always pretty much in the.
So you didn't like when somebody else was getting picked on?
I stepped in a number of times, and I fucking smacked people. I mean, deservingly, of course. Like, I'm not. I guess what I'm saying. I'm not.
But that first.
I like the bully, a fucking bully. That's why when I had that issues with Matt Hughes back in the day when we had the fight, I would say a lot. I would talk a ton of shit because I knew I'd end up fighting him. So it's not like I'm talking shit and I'm not going to be able to back it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And and leading up to that, I remember being like, well, you could either talk or you could walk. A lot of people can't do both. When he gets into that cage, he's going to look across the cage and think about what he said, and he's going to regret it. And I remember the dude walked in the cage, and I remember hearing that. And the week up during the countdown special, I remember seeing it, and I'm like, dude, you got the wrong motherfucker, man. So we got in that cage. They brought us in the middle because you're the co-main event. I remember just staring in his eyes, being like, dude, really? Do I look like I'm fucking flinching, motherfucker?
I regret nothing.
I regret fucking nothing. Now we're locked in a cage, you cocksucker. But, you know.
That's a terrible sentiment to know that
Absolutely.
That Serra has.
No, but
I say that to women.
But now Jimmy locks the door. He goes, now you can't leave. But anyway, I'm a happy-go-lucky guy.
But you smashed the first guy's face into the table like Joker did?
Yeah,
what had he done?
Well, that kid,
trick?
I'm not. Yeah, I know the guy still. He was walking past, and he was pretty big. He was in my grade, hung out with the older kids. He had an older brother too, and he walked by and he just pushed like a chair into my table where I was sitting. So I gave him a look. He gave me a look. He gave me the hands. What's up? What's up? He walked over to me. And he started like, I think whether he went to push me or he went to get in my face. So I believe I punched him in the face, and then he grabbed and he put me in a headlock. And I didn't know jiu-jitsu back then or nothing like that. So I just got his head and I lifted it up and I put it right into the end of the table.
Jesus.
And then I put my leg behind him. I fucking flung him. I ended up on top, and I started whacking him. And then they pulled me off, and his nose was busted, and he was crying to me in the nurse's office too. And I didn't want to fight, and it was just like, dude, that's what you get. It's what you get when you're a fucking bully.
I want one story like that in my life.
But
just once.
Yeah. About you getting your face smashed in?
No, the other way.
It's just one of those things, Jimmy, where it's like it felt, from a guy that knows what it's like to get fucked with, it felt empowering. It's like, because there's guys that'll never develop or they'll never be able to do that for themselves.
It's justice.
Then they're going to end up on a fucking clock tower with a fucking rifle. You know what I mean? Guys lose it, man.
People who do snap, usually were fucked with. Like
Of
most people
course.
who
Of
become like
course.
shooters, and again, it ain't right, but very rarely are they the captain of the football team who goes on a shooting spree.
Right.
I gotta look at this fucking guy.
Wait,
I don't know. This guy looks like he wants a problem. He's got a picture of fucking Bobby Bakalava holding his fist. What's his name?
It's better that way.
Bobby Bakalava.
Sam, you really are a prick. You're funny though, Sam. Oh, what is his name?
Bobby Bakalava.
What the fuck did I say? I suck at names. We talk about somebody saying, what is it with all comedians? Gillian.
You got it.
Yeah, I know that. But she was saying that, Bobby Lee every day was saying that he's afraid he's going to get fired. It sounds like Jimmy. That's what is it with the comedians like?
Comedians are just panicky because we understand that we're. I don't know what it is, but we're always panicky that we're going to get shit canned.
I think it's when you talk when you fight for a living. That's a skill, and you know that you're not getting fired unless somebody can beat you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas when you talk for a living, it's so subjective, and everybody can talk.
I always say my lips are like little fists.
Why'd you pinch your lips together when you said that?
It's like you did a ducky face. What about those girls with those ducky faces? I want to punch them right in the face. The fucking, oh, look at my little blowjob lips.
You don't like the duck face?
Fuck off. I don't know. It's a fucking, it's all that the fucking, what the fuck is that?
Look at this hot chick.
When they make those pouty lips.
Oh, yeah, no, wait. She's great. That's fine.
You
Look
don't
at that bitch. Oh, my goodness.
Look at those DSLs, though, man.
Oh, my
looking at all the
I get it.
selfie duck
it's
faces.
It's a kissy. The ducky faces. Oh, there you go.
That's
what I want to see.
I didn't know that you felt so strongly about the duck face.
Yeah, you know.
I like that you got strong opinions. It's important
listen,
in this
I
world.
mean, what do you want me to do? Sit there? Look at that.
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
I like it.
I don't know. I guess maybe I'm changing my mind.
Winning you over?
It's worse with it's worse when they're really ugly, though. I don't know why. It's like I don't like when it's forced.
Yes.
You know?
You look a nice pouty face naturally, not.
Yeah.
That's kind of sexy. Look at her.
Well, that's Kim Kardashian.
Oh, I didn't recognize her.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There you go.
I'm taking my cock out.
I wouldn't mind smooching.
I'm sorry. Are we still on air?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Starting to lose focus.
I'd smooch with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you going out on a limb.
You like the big heinies.
Oh,
I like a big heinie.
I know.
It's like a little kid just now.
I love a big heiny.
I do, right?
I do. I don't like it really skinny.
Nice big fat
really
ass.
skinny will make your cock look bigger, but a big fat ass, want to smack it, it jiggles a little.
Bounces
I like
back.
Ah!
Nice big fat. Yeah.
You don't mind if it pushes back a little?
No, I don't.
Who's that dude?
I love Kim Kardashian's hiney. What's that?
Who's the dude with the fucking? Come on, man. He's on the bowl doing the ducky face.
I like that. I respect that.
Respect that.
You know, I got to ask you as an athlete. I saw a video last night.
Hi.
You know, you always see. I love a coach's motivational speech.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get motivated by speeches like that?
Dude, let me tell you. No. Not at all.
You know?
I was with Ally Aquinta, Raging Al. We just had him on our show the other day. Al,
Okay.
as tough as you come, fucking this guy. And it was me, him, and Longo, and there was another guy in there. This guy who was about to fight. You know the guy. And I know his trainer. His trainer's a former fighter, a very nice guy, so I don't want to attack him. But now he started giving this guy this speech before he went out. And he's giving him this speech. We're not in this to be number 2 or 3. Why are we in this? Why? Number 1. Yes, we're number 1. And he's going through this thing. And I see his eyes shifting to us back to his fighter. So we're like kind of just, wait until they leave. And then they left. And Al, who's quiet as shit, Raging Al, he goes, oh man. I go, Al, I'm getting ready to give that speech to you. He goes, oh man, thank God you guys don't fucking do that. I can't. Oh my God, that was fucking brutal. I go, dude, let me tell you something. I never tapped in my career. I was about to fucking tap out right now. So I don't like a forced fucking thing, man.
Well, I want to.
That's more for the coach, I think. The guy's fucking. Ugh.
I want to play for you. There's this video that I saw of the coach of the North Florida basketball team.
That's right.
College basketball.
Is it a good one? Is it a Braveheart speech? Or is it?
I don't know how motivated I was afterwards.
Can I hear? Are we going to hear it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, did you play it yet?
I want to find out if you're motivated by it. We haven't played it.
I'll tell you my honest assessment of what you're going to play for me.
Wow, can I say that now?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Matt. This is great.
What?
Wait. So now it's just a cross?
In 2 months. Yeah.
We're coming off premium?
Yeah.
Oh, is this
That's
great?
fucking awesome.
In 2 months, sorry to interrupt you, this is amazing news for us.
news.
In just 2 months, we will be coming off the premiere category, and Faction Talk will be on channel 103 on both Sirius and XM.
That's fucking crazy.
So no more having to pay extra to get our show starting May 4th. We have been
and one number.
103 across the board. We have been fighting for this for so long. Now people could just kind of click through and get us, as opposed to having to pay for the channel and know that you're here. That is amazing.
Starting on May 4th, you will not have to pay extra. It doesn't matter what you're subscribed to. Sirius XM 103, starting May 4th. And big props to the man who got this done, our boss, Jason Ellis.
Excellent. Great fucking, that is amazing news.
J to the E, baby.
Matt's confused. We're on a pay channel, Matt.
I am confused.
We're
Jason
on
Ellis, he's got his
show.
Yeah.
We're on a pay
He's the
channel.
man around here.
You have to pay extra to get this. It used to be the Opie and Anthony channel, then it was Opie Radio.
yeah.
And now it's just going to be across the board, one on Sirius and XM. It's hard to explain,
I got
but it's
you.
going to help our show tremendously, and we're very, very happy to say that first.
And we're the first to announce it.
Thank you, Jason, for allowing us to announce that first. Normally, the channel boss gets to announce it. We appreciate Jason allowing us to do it.
He's a benevolent dictator,
Yes,
this
he
Jason
is.
Ellis.
So we're very, very happy about that. Excellent news.
You psyched, Matt?
I'm happy for you guys.
No,
Thank
you're
you.
going to get to do the show, and it's going to be more people listening, so it's going to be good for you, man.
It's good for the listeners.
Great news.
Is what that is.
Great.
I want to hear this Braveheart speech.
All right, let's get now.
And
That we're all,
congratulations, by the way.
now that we're all fired up, I think
All
it's good
right.
timing. For
103 across both. That's so good.
Starting May 4th. 103
Nice.
across both. Now that we're all fired up,
Yes!
let's
Right
get
next
a good.
to Howard, too, which is a great place to be.
Yeah, we love it there.
Absolutely. 2 channels away from Stern. Good for us.
You know what it is? I always had it. Maybe that's the thing. I got this in my car.
yeah.
Some people don't have it.
Some people don't have it.
There you go.
So maybe what we'll do is we'll make a fruitcake and bring it over to our new neighbor Howard.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Ding dong.
He has to be on the show. I said, we'll see if we can squeeze you in.
I got to sneeze.
Yeah, we have Matt on Tuesday, so I don't know
right.
if we can get Howard Stern on.
Yeah, we'll get him in sooner or later.
at some point.
Are we going to play this thing?
Yeah,
there's
let's
no
play it.
rush. I'm excited.
Matt's right. Play it.
Let's go!
Is that it?
We'll go.
No. That's how I come.
Let's go!
You know what is the best part
No.
about this video?
What?
He's screaming at the top of his lungs,
tell me-
let's go.
And oh no, go ahead.
And everybody is walking out.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a fuck. They're just leaving.
Let's go!
He's 100% in business for himself.
I'll bet he does that every game.
Nobody gave a nobody got. Not
Nobody
only did they
cares.
get
Nobody gave a
not
sugar.
motivated. Oh my God, that poor little bastard. Who is that guy?
He's the coach of the North Florida basketball team.
Nobody gave a sugar.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go.
That's dangerous.
You feel more hyped up now?
I feel like I want to fucking jump out the serious window, fucking building window.
Did somebody try to bully you on the train?
No, nobody fucks with me on the train.
Why do you
Some
ask
guy,
that?
because some guy told him to hurry up.
What?
Some guy told
Oh,
you.
that was on the Penn Station. Walking through Penn Station? No, yeah. I was
I
walking
love
through
that.
Penn-
Some guy tried to bully Matt.
I was walking through Penn
Why?
Station. And I think it was Francis fucking...
Ngannou? He's a big dude?
It was a big black guy behind me. And just the best is I'm going to say that and be like, oh, why'd you have to point out that he was black? Well, see, because he was. I don't know, you asshole. If it
seemed
was a big
racist.
Indian guy, I'd say that too.
That seems
Calm
racist,
down.
too.
My best friend's Dean Thomas. Calm down. Anyway.
racist.
So no, the guy's behind me, and he just said something like, "Look, I'm not in a rush, man. You know, I'm not in a rush. I'm kind of chilling. And you could. And it's the guy. What did he say? He goes, "Oh man, it'd take forever walking behind you." And hey, man, I go, "Hey, dude, do I look like I'm in a rush?" I go find the fast lane. I go, I don't know if I threw a fuck in there, but the guy knew what was up.
By the way, it is.
Fuck that guy, Jimmy.
It's fairly. Fuck
that guy. If he's a fan of yours, fuck that guy.
Was this morning?
No, this was ages ago. We talked, right?
It just made me laugh, the story, because I told him to hurry up.
Because I was about to say, it's kind of infuriating if it's like
He told me to hurry up.
8 or 9 o'clock in the morning And there's one guy walking slow.
Yeah,
that's annoying to be the guy
well,
behind
go
the
smack
guy.
the guy in the head. Then. Go break a chair over that guy's head. This guy, but this was first of all, this was around 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. So
and I don't give a shit if it was 6 a.m. Fuck you. Walk around. I'm not. It's not like I'm in one lane. It's not like I'm on that thing where you stand on in the airports, that the human transports where you don't stand to the left because that's rude. You stand to the right. It's not like I'm blocking, dude. Walk your big fat ass around me, motherfucker.
Right.
How about that?
Let's go.
You're rude. You're being rude. Why are you saying that? Because I'm up to your dick? Oh, Napoleon complex. No, the guy's a cocksucker.
Right.
At the end of the day.
I like when you when you start looking at nobody direct, like you start looking at nobody because it's like you're arguing with a person in your head. You're ready to fight this guy right in front of you.
It brings me back to that time. It brings me back to when it happened. And I try to. I go, look, maybe I'm being too uptight. No, then I say to myself, would I do that to somebody? I would if I had to say at the very least. How about this? Hey, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm in a rush. I can say that.
That's fine.
That's fine. Oh man. Really, man, I'm forever behind you. Oh, really, dude? Really? It's gonna be a bad day for you.
I just like when he gets when Matt gets angry that he doesn't look like if you were looking directly at me and telling me that story, I'd be like, oh my god, what did I do?
No, I'm not a fucking psychopath.
Right.
But I mean, the guy's wrong, and I would never do that to somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't do that to people.
The
guy's an asshole.
I only do it to old people.
Yeah,
you know, if a woman who's like Angela Lansbury's age, oh, I do.
Oh, okay.
I grab her by the back of the scruff of the shirt. Get out of the way. A man coming through.
I only do it with people shorter than me, so I don't do it often. If he's really short, I'll be, you midget, get out of my way.
I think we have more context for that speech now.
Oh, there's more?
There's more. We can go
Just the
ahead.
lead up.
Let's hear.
Yes, sir. Well, what's the most important is we're well trained and we're mature.
All together
and
now.
we're ready to do what we need to do in order for it to pay off. Let's do all this. We serve and ain't pray, man. Team
Together. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
All right.
Let's go, man.
Let's go!
Just walk away.
Let's go!
I would love for something just like to pop in his fucking head, like a vein. Him
Dude,
just drop.
don't you think of that? Like, that's how you get a fucking stroke.
Well, then they have to-
aneurysm.
listen, that would be the ultimate speech. We got to do it for our dead little coach.
Yeah, you fucking get an aneurysm.
Tell me, listen, could you look up, could somebody look up his height? Am I taller than him, please? Could somebody please tell me?
He's a little guy, but they're all ball
please
players.
tell me, if he's taller than me, I'm really going to be depressed.
No, he's not, man.
Yeah, find out how tall he is.
How could somebody do the
Matthew Driscoll.
He's not taller than you.
He might be.
No, he's a little fella.
We don't know for sure.
He's a little fella.
We'll
But he might
see.
be an ex-ball player, though. He might
Matthew
be taller
Driscoll.
than
How tall is that guy?
How
Could somebody
tall?
find
Personal
out how tall
life,
he is?
head coaching
Personal
record.
life. He's got to be fine. Please tell me, what is he?
Doesn't say.
He's
Doesn't
long-
say.
And first of all, I think he's be lying anyway about it.
He's probably about 5'7".
Fuck you. Nah, I don't know. Listen.
But isn't that great to watch? Like, oh, the whole team's together. And they're like, oh, he's going to do his screaming bullshit. Let's leave.
I always hated team rah-rah things. Say family. Ooh. Like, what? Shut up.
I know. Even on the
Drives me
show,
nuts.
when I was coaching The Ultimate Fighter, we'd put our hands together and
It wouldn't mean anything to you.
I
would it?
just, I don't know.
So you're
I
just
could be
doing it
like,
for-
I would want to, like, Longo would be like, all right, let's say Serra on 3. I go, dude, I know it's my season, but I'm not.
You don't want to say
I'm not the guy
Serra.
fighting. Just say this guy's name and whatnot.
You don't want to say that.
I was just watching on the way in. There's the trial for War Machine. You know, the guy.
Oh, my
yeah.
God. Is he on trial now?
Listen, I saw it on the I don't know if there's a forum called the Underground Forum. It's MMA.tv, and it's been around forever. It's where you get all your scoop on the
opening statements.
Yeah. And I was watching this on the train, and then that's what I was watching. They the hot fucking the prosecutor.
Can we hear the
Watch the pro. Let's look at the prosecutor.
Can we hear the tape, the 911 tape?
This was, I mean, this guy might be going away for, and he was on my season at The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, you
I
knew
coached
him.
Yeah, I cornered him. I
oh.
coached
You
him.
taught him how to do that?
No, I did not.
Oh.
It's when his name, I think his name was still John before.
Oh, you knew him. Okay,
He
so
was
you,
on my season.
What kind of guy was he?
He, you know what it was? He seemed like if he was, at the time, he's definitely a little bit of a loose cannon, but like, he was like a goofy type guy also. Like, I felt if he got the right, he had a rough childhood. If he had I feel if he had the right, just some people around him. Like, if he was out here, if I would have had him like by me with my crew, and I think he might have showed me some different choices, you know?
Right.
And it's just, it's really upsetting to me. I know he did something really fucked up.
Terrible, yeah.
But I seen the guy that he he's seen his father die right in front of him. He had a lot of bad interactions with police, and he's just had such a rough childhood. I just wish he would have made better choices, because it's upsetting to see him throw his life away. If this goes south, this doesn't look like it's going to go well for him.
Yeah, and he almost killed her. I mean, he really hurt her.
He did. No, you know what it is? I feel bad until I see pictures of her, then I'm like, you motherfucker, what's the matter with you, dude?
Yeah.
How could you do that to a female? How could you do that? I mean, how could you do that to a girl? I mean, you walk in, listen, God, I mean, you walk in on your better half with another person, shit can go south with the other guy, obviously. But to put your hands on a girl like that, it's just wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? And then was there a 911 tape or no? The prosecutor did play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Christy Mack cries as she hears her own screaming
tape.
her own 911 call. Take a listen.
Oh, shit.
Right there. It's that big video.
Wow, that's the same video that just played.
Okay.
Ooh. Awesome. Damn. Adrian told you.
Told you. Yeah. Hey, boss. Don't fuck yourself. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, what do you think I just played and I'm nuts?
Exactly. You're not wrong.
I remember.
Same report.
Okay. Well, then play it.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
This is fucking...
Emotions running high and tears falling. The woman who says she survived a brutal attack comes face to face with War Machine.
For the first time, Christy Mack speaks out about her brutal beating by...
Christy Mack cries as she hears her own screaming voice on the 911 tape prosecutors played in court Friday. Her ex-boyfriend, MMA fighter Jonathan Koppenhaver, right across from her in the courtroom, at one point drawing disgust from even the judge as he laughed and smiled while Mack testified to the history of sexual violence she allegedly endured during their relationship. When prosecutors asked his demeanor be noted for the records, his lawyer objected.
Objection, Your Honor, he wasn't laughing. I watched him laugh.
Wow.
Koppenhaver faces charges of attempted murder for the alleged August 8th beatdown that left Mack with a broken nose, several missing and broken teeth, a shattered eye.
If there was a... Because they might have acted out, I think he said, and she admitted they acted out these weird rape fantasies. So maybe he was laughing at the idea that that was a sexually violent history when it was a mutual thing. I don't know. I remember hearing something about that.
What did that dude say? The dude that got beat up. Did he say something? Unless you don't want
Is that the guy?
This is from 2 years ago.
In Christy's bathroom.
What we're watching.
Oh, I didn't know.
This isn't new stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm going to die in Christy's bathroom.
Koppenhaver is pleading not guilty to all the charges.
Wow. What's his? Not guilty.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it another guy named War Machine that broke into that? Must have been another War Machine.
I didn't know it was 2 years ago. So I didn't realize it just started.
Wow, man.
When did this happen? Right, about 2 years ago.
Yeah, right around then, because that was the
she was so fucked
sentencing,
up,
or not the sentencing, the preliminary deal.
And now it's 2 years later, and they're just starting to get ready for trial.
Isn't it crazy how long this stuff takes?
But again, that's all. Again, his attorneys. I mean, sometimes lawyers will do shit like they may have filed a motion to dismiss. Stop it! They're not going to dismiss the charges. You fucking money hungry idiots.
Yeah.
God, they just want to do that because then they said they did that.
Yeah, of course.
They're not dismissing the charges.
Plus, I mean, the lawyers are hoping the case lasts as long as humanly possible.
Course.
They're getting paid the whole time.
Is this the whole thing now he's playing? What do you got there? After the advertisement.
I don't know.
This is from today. Okay, whatever. But Matt, so you heard it coming in.
Sorry?
You heard about it coming in today.
Yeah, well, I just heard that they got the trial started up and they have it on. You can watch it. So I started listening to it, and then I got to Penn Station.
Isn't it great that you can watch full trials now online?
Wow, it's amazing. Yeah. I didn't know they were doing it like that.
I watched a lot. I watched so much because it was when I was doing nights, so I was at home all day, and I was watching all of the Hulk Hogan Gawker trial. You just sit home and you find a spot that's streaming it.
Sure.
And you can just watch the entire case.
It was a cute prosecutor.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
What were you saying about the Hulk Hogan what?
Gawker trial?
Sam's a Hulkamaniac.
What do you, the Hulk Hogan.
That wasn't the point of
the one with him and the Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yeah.
Hulk has a giant dick.
That wasn't what was on trial.
Yeah. Sam was hoping to see the whole video.
That whole thing is weird, man, because then the ex-wife leaves and she's with a younger Hulk.
Is she?
Absolutely.
She was with a guy that looked like
exactly.
Who is?
She was.
Linda
I don't know
Hogan.
if she's still with that dude, but she was with a 20-year-old guy that looked like Hulk.
Well, I get that. If you like a look, you go for that look.
He looked exactly like the new Linda Hogan boyfriend. Looked exactly like young.
She probably
Hulkster.
did that to say "fuck you" to Hulk.
I think she might be a little loopy.
He has a weird jacket. I don't like this kid's jacket choice.
I don't like his mate choice.
She's fine. She's just an older woman. She's sexy. A little miles on her. She's got some miles on her, but she still cooks.
What the?
Fire alarm?
Pardon my interruption, fellas,
Oh,
but
Denny.
it's time to end the show. Hold on there, Jim and Sammy boy. You got to end the old radio program in just 60 seconds.
Oh, what? Really?
The computer shuts us off.
By the way,
'cause
we
our
gotta-
boss Jason Ellis comes on next.
We got to talk to Dennis tomorrow.
Yes.
His wife made him take the earring out.
Oh God!
She
All right.
made him. She caught him with it and made him.
A Denny update. Matt, Sarah, and I are on UFC Unfiltered, of course.
Is this over?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
We have, the computer cuts us off in a minute.
Let me plug
My
some.
Netflix special comes out in 1 week from today. Say Tuesday?
Oh, yeah.
1 week from today it airs. And Matt, what do you want to plug?
Dana White looking for a fight on YouTube. Check it out. And UFC Unfiltered. Jimmy just said it, but go to that and
Get
get
a
it.
great GSP interview up from yesterday.
Oh, it's up today now.
Ooh.
So exciting.
I want to hear
Sam?
that. Let's go! Let's go!